Oh, wow. Hey, JT.
Hey, Glub, Glub, he whispers.
D&D character concept. A wizard necromancer who seeks lichdom, not for themselves, but for their child. The child is afflicted with a disease that not even a greater restoration would cure. But they believe their child can be saved if they turn them into a lich.
Damn.
That sounds like a good character misguided villain.
Hmm.
Alright. Alright, guys, so what the frick happened last time? Who is now
I know, I got
petrified
totally
of eels?
wasted, man.
Who tried to fight the wildlife, and the wildlife fought back.
Oh, right, and I was a spider.
What? Oh, yeah, you fucking killed us all with your fucking spiders.
Oh, no, okay.
God.
So, I was looking through my mom's phone and I typed in C to find comic book stores, but the camel spider was the first thing to appear.
That?
Beautiful.
And V-text? That's the way he runs! How does it do it? How does it do it? I don't know if it's the fact that it runs or the fact that when it does run, it flails its arm. It's just amazing.
Are you okay, JT?
No, he's not. He never is, and he never will be.
Valid.
Who? What's he talking about?
JT. I asked if JT's okay because he made this really loud groaning sound.
Oh, well, I didn't hear what you said.
Alright, also I'm live, by the way, guys. I've been live for like 3 minutes.
I know.
Thanks for telling us.
You're welcome.
You laugh. You laugh. You fucking laugh.
Ha.
Well,
Notices you noticing me. I'm sorry. JT, I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you gone to the doctor yet?
No, I haven't.
And you should really your dysfunction checked out, though, man.
I wasn't
I don't know if the
gonna
doctor is, able to take me with my erectile function right now.
It's back!
No. I look at that, starting and not telling us and stuff, but I'm talking about it.
It's
No,
back.
as soon as you went live, look, I saw it on my phones. I was just gonna wait until someone said something. And Lois is dead.
I'm not dead.
No.
You're gonna be if you start streaming it. Don't tell us again.
See, no, I realized you were streaming because I got the notification.
Yeah, well, I'm busy. I'm doing something. So I can't see. And I feel personally betrayed. I think I'm gonna become a murder hobo.
Oh no.
Are you sure about that?
No, probably
If you murder hobo us, we'll murder hobo right back. What?
Anyway, what happened last time, guys?
Spider.
You tell us.
Well,
Hoot killed us because we're not a Hoot. Brooke killed us with her stupid ass spider sprinting through the forest. Alina shot a deer that's like twice her size, carried it back by herself by deadlifting it. Hoot got himself nearly killed by fighting some ribbon eels that weren't magical at all. They were just normal ribbon eels. Once again got his ass saved by Doris, who got mad at him for getting almost killed by ribbon eels that weren't magical at all. What else happened, guys?
The only reason I was a spider was to spy on Alina, not to cause a riot. I'm sorry.
Alina went to the forest back to where they burned the boar because she wanted to go rant at Calamus, and when she went there by herself, Brooke was trying to follow her as a spider. Nearly died about 5 times to like some birds and snakes. She gets there and they're there for a bit. Alina starts to leave, and Brooke realizes, oh hey, my wild shape ends soon. So she booked it back to the camp. And Alina, who has a past perception of like 19,
20.
sees this spider just hitting it across the floor of the forest. And the GIF and VTEX just exactly how she was reading. So we all just like, if you all want to go back and watch the YouTube video from last time, Raven the Vibe killed us all. See, look, we were joking that she was the Sonic spider, and so Floof, our magical messiah, drew that. I'm Sonic. I'm fucking Sonic, bitch. What the fuck? I get everything, guys? Or no?
I think you did.
You got everything, yeah.
Yay, Bird. Yeah, I have a question for you.
What?
What dice should I use today? What color?
Pink.
Green, like Yoda.
Purple.
Do I have green?
Purple.
Green.
I heard green first. So it's gonna be green. If my green betrayed me, I'll use purple. I have green. I know I have green. Oh shit!
It appears that your green have not betrayed you.
Can't find it. I have too many. Well, I found the purple one, so if my green betrayed me, I'll use those. Where's the green? Found him.
I stole them so that you could. Oh.
Is everyone here? Is everyone alive?
I'm alive.
I hope.
Where we left off last time, everyone was in the camp except for Darius, who is currently walking through the forest. We'll go ahead and start with the group first, and then I'll go on to Darius. What is everyone doing?
Well, Alina's, sat down. She's just awake, probably, finishing up, probably, dishing out the food for everyone, making sure everyone's, got food, saving some left for Darius when he gets back. And probably finishing up skinning the deer.
Alright. Hey, Elena.
Hmm?
You mind teaching me how to hunt sometime?
Sure.
Cool.
Why do you want to know how to hunt?
I mean, it'd be useful, I guess. I'm better, traps for sea life, not land life.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't know how often we'll be on the coast or at a lake or something, so thought I might as well pick it up.
Sure, I can teach you what I know.
Yeah. Thanks. You don't have to teach it to me right now, but if we go hunting again, you mind taking me with you?
Sure.
Alright, thanks. And, if you ever want to know the tricks of fishing, I could possibly assist you as well.
I can use a fishing rod decently, but I'll appreciate anything else I can learn.
Alright. When were we all eat?
I've just sat watching this whole time. It's just all her names.
Why has this been done?
I wanted this. I was just, as you guys were talking, I was like slowly going and changing.
Like 1 second, I saw we're normal, and like I turned like for a few seconds, and then I look back and I go, "Oh, okay, what the frick?"
Yeah, I've just been sat watching it the whole time. I've just been like, I'm not gonna point out now because I'm in the role play, but I see that shit.
For continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
Sorry.
Oh god, that caught me so off guard.
Like, I mean, I can definitely take you hunting sometime. I don't do it often, but after what happened, I needed something to distract myself. And hunting usually relaxes me.
That's understandable.
She gives a little smile over. It's nice and brings back some good memories of home. Kit did a hecking mute.
My mom talked to me.
That's fine.
I don't know what you said.
He's like, hunting reminds me of good memories of home.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Just gonna take a look to the deer and just realize, this is actually the first time I've ever solo hunted a deer. Huh. First time for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Why is nobody else doing anything? Good lord.
I didn't get a time to say.
Essentially, is just probably just peel off some of the meat. Again, she's keeping someone ready on the side, but she's gonna cut a few chunks off and feed them to Kintry, just these little bite-sized chunks for him.
Yeah.
Giving a little bit to Kolvar and giving some to Penelope.
Yeah. Brooke's gonna take a little more and give it a little more to Penelope. He's like, she's a big child.
There you go.
What are you giving her?
Lena and I are giving Penelope food.
Some of the meat.
Giving her meat.
Right. Yes.
Are you holding it out to her, or are you throwing it to her? What are you doing?
Just kind of placing it in front of her.
Yeah.
Okay. Smart choice.
Yeah. just hold our hands out for the big giant cat who could take our hands off with one bite.
Or I'll just go farther and say your head. Yeah, let's go with hands. She gobbles it up in no time. And as you guys are actually looking at her, you realize you've not really seen her all day. And now that she's you see her again, she has dry blood all over her muzzle. You can tell she's gone out and hunted herself.
Nice.
I've realized that my eyes kind of go wide and go, it's like, right, still a wild animal.
Hopefully.
Ellie's just chuckling at this and just go, yeah, you forget that they are wild. Well, almost wild.
Oh, Penelope was wild when you guys got her.
Oh, yeah.
Penelope was wild. She was stolen from the wild and put in Y'all have a half tame wolf dog and a not tame crag cat.
That just kind of vibes with us.
She likes you because you have two people who know how to speak to her. 3. You have Alina, you have Brooke, and then you have the other cat in the group. What is everyone else in the group doing? What's Bowie and Hoot doing?
Hoot's just kind of off by his own self. He's sitting in a tree, just carving birds again because he's like, you know what? After all that happened today, I'm staying as far away from water as possible.
Okay, Bowie.
Bowie is in the midst of taking out the bones and preparing what she can for treatment work. Maybe trade as well.
Okay. As you do, you realize that just like the rest of the body of the deer, like the pelt and everything, even some of the meat, bones seem to be glowing in a sort of way, like the outside's like a very faint gray, and there's like veins of white. And every now and then, when the moon comes out, and when the moon is not covered by clouds, and moonlight hits it, they faintly glow a bit.
Huh. So apparently the bones are magical as well.
You don't know if they're magical; you just know that they look weird.
I know, but here's the thing: it reacts with freaking moonlight.
It'll just
So
glow because there's light on it.
maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? Anyways, it should make for a pretty knife or a pretty dagger that could sell for a while. What do you think?
It's like look over. I mean, yeah, it can. It could probably make something decent out of it.
The only issue right now is, well, figuring out how to treat them. Different bones require different.
True. Also, a bit be echoing a little bit.
Ah!
Every once in a while, I hear my own voice.
Just the dead burp sound.
Burp, you're echoing. Cuts off.
If a burp was ever a single sound, it's just that.
So that's what everyone's doing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Mr. Darius, the last time we left off with you, you were in the forest by yourself, walking through and touching glowing plants.
You would be correct.
I want you to do me perception. Sweet percolation.
Sorry, I just had to go and drink some of my Mountain Dew real quick there. Mountain Dew, if you're watching this, we're not sponsored, but we could be. We get like some viewers. Hit us up.
Dungeon Fog. If you're watching, any of you are watching, we're not sponsored, but we could. Because I used your fame. Lipsley.
Honestly, if anyone is watching, anyone that's the power to sponsor us, please. we can work something out.
Go perception.
With the perception, if it's not 20.
I got 23.
You got 23. Alright. As you are looking around at the glowing plants, you go to you can tell from your list that you took from Hoot when he ripped it up, that this is a very large bush of lunar hemp. That's not what caught your eye.
Oh.
It's what's past that. As you were looking at the lunar hemp bush, you actually look past it and you see something I'm going to put in V-text. You see what looks to be more ruins of some kind of building that used to be there.
Well, I'm going to first and foremost get me some of that sweet hemp.
Okay. I'll say you can get.
Do I need to make a check or anything for that?
I'll just roll a d6 to see how much you get. You get 4 of the hemp leaves. Which, by the way, they're not small leaves. Think of like palm leaf, but like half that size.
Okay, so real quick, what do we have? Because I know who collected like one of them,
I have the
or I collected one of them.
Hoot had some of the serpent, and now you have the lunar hemp.
I already had the lunar hemp, actually.
Okay, well now
I
you have
had
more.
8 leaves.
Now you have 4 more.
You need the live's petal and the serpent's.
Oh, you had the serpent. That's how you almost got killed by eels.
No, sentient. Sorry, wrong.
You see,
Can't
you
remember
need
what's correct.
sentient. You need sentient nettle, and the other one. What was the other one? God dang it! Hang on. And
Life spell.
you need life fennel and some sentient nettle. Very similar. Yeah, they're like half that size, bird. Lunar hemp is about half of the size of that leaf. What are you doing, JT?
Now that I got me some sweet, sweet hemp, I'm going to go towards the ruins stealthily. Other my wishes return to me.
Go ahead and roll some stealth. Where's my nose? Hello. Nat 20.
That's what I like to call a natural 20.
Nice. You are successfully stealthed as you make your way to the ruins. Once you get there, what are you doing?
I'd like to investigate the area to see if there's anything interesting. As well as anything that
You
might
can
tell me what
roll-
it's used for.
Alright, roll me perception or investigation. It's up to you.
Oh boy, I get a choice. I'm going to choose investigation. Except I'm not, because that'd be stupid. Got a 17 on my perception.
For investigation?
I got a 17 for investigation.
Alright. As you begin walking through what you think is different rooms of this place, you're not really sure where the rooms would have been or how big they would have been, because any pillars that would have been, or any like pillars or beams that would have been there, have crumbled, and what lies is just like the outer shell of the building. So you're not really sure where the rooms start and end, except for maybe a few. But as you go through one of these rooms, it's more overgrown than the rest. You see a tiny little chest/box. It's a normal looking chest. Or when I say chest, it's like a really jewelry box.
Could you repeat yourself, please? An individual what?
You find a little jewelry box in one of the rooms that's more overgrown.
I know a trap when I fucking see it. I'm not gonna get green hair with flowers in it, thank you very much. I would like to closely investigate the room to see if there's any sort of... Well, not closely. I would like to investigate from where I'm standing without going in. See if there's any signs of a trap, like a breeze. Or well, anything, really.
Roll investigation, man.
I got a 15.
There are no traps. You hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
No, there are no traps that you can see.
I'm going to carefully step forward.
You do that, and nothing happens.
Probably
Walking
good.
on some grass.
Probably. Man, I'm so glad I didn't listen to my instinct and didn't throw away my quarterstaff in between sessions like I planned to, because I don't use it. I'm gonna take my quarterstaff out that I need a billion fucking weapons. And I'm going to, at a distance, this quarterstaff is probably about 4 to 5 feet, so sizably long. I'm gonna try and push open the box at distance to the side, so if something shoots out, it will not target me.
Trying to open up the jewelry box?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
Trying to figure that out. I'm confused. T has confused me.
Here, I'll give you some help. Athletics check, perhaps? Maybe a strength save?
Yeah, do it close.
Oh shit, really? I was lying there. That's my highest check.
Okay. Here. Do it.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
Team.
All good things must come to an end, including this character.
You
13.
pull out your quarterstaff and you try to use it in a way that would unlatch the box, because there's a latch on it. You know how like some jewelry boxes have a latch that will turn sideways? It's like that, and as hard as even though you're trying really hard, you're still using a pole to open a really small box, so it's not gonna happen.
Alright, I'm going to... God, it's gonna be like a fucking video game cutscene. Where a character's super fucking competent until you get him as a playable character. Then they just get their ass beat. I'm going to creep closer.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna unlatch the box before jumping away.
You walk forward to the box, and as you do, you're really like watching every single step you take. Every time a little piece of grass moves because of the wind, you freeze up for a minute, and then you keep going. See a bug in the grass, you freeze, and then you keep going. So finally, across the 5 feet to the box, and you reach down because the box is on the ground. It's like it used to be, you can tell it used to be on a desk or something, and the desk has either rotted and it's collapsed or it's broken. But the box is down on the ground, and you bend over and quickly launch the box and jump away, and nothing happens.
Time to try this again. I'm gonna push it open with my staff. Now that's unlatched.
Okay. You do that, and the box is now open. Nothing happened.
I wasn't worried, guys. I'm going to see what's inside the box.
Right. You look inside the box, and there is what appears to be a dull green bracelet.
A dull green what?
Bracelet.
I mean, my character's green, so maybe it'll fit the color scheme. I'll take it.
Picking it up.
The fact that you asked to verify makes you want to lie and say no, but yes, I picked it up.
I'm sorry.
I'm scared. Oh no.
Okay. You reach into the little box, because this is the only thing that's in the box. It's a really small jewelry box. And you pick up the bracelet. The moment your fingers come into contact with this bracelet, the dull green color that it was before is gone. Now it's a very vibrant green. And it shoots up your arm and wraps around you. And you are watching. It actually goes up under your sleeve a little bit. So are you going to push your sleeve up, try to get it off? What are you doing?
Never on the first date, buddy.
You're trying to, are you pushing up your sleeve to see what's going on?
I could get petty revenge and say no. But yeah, I'm gonna do that.
To you.
I'm gonna try and pull it off as well, though. I know you, I know it's futile.
You push up your sleeve to see what's going on with the bracelet. And as you do, you realize that it's now in the form of a snake. And the snake, it still looks like a bracelet, but it looks like a snake that's like an ornate jewelry piece. And every spot on your arm where the snake bracelet thing is touching, you now have some green scales. And you try to take it off, it's not working. And it went
Talk
dead.
about our worst nightmare.
Well, sacrifices must be made.
No, JT.
Oh, are you going? I thought you had stopped there. You'd like to continue then?
Posting at me, but so slow.
Dar's gonna become Sekiro. Just cut us off. Just gonna prosthetic one.
That's what it looks like on your arm, by the way.
Dude, I would way rather have a. That's a big motherfucker.
No, it grew.
Wouldn't you wish you were
I
right now?
I didn't hear you say it, Drew. You're like cutting out like every time you say something important.
Free.
I still got my knife. I got my knife. I'm going to just take that and try and cut the snake off, without regards to how much it's going to hurt my body.
You're trying to cut the snake off of your arm?
Yeah. Like, use my knife to wedge it underneath, even if I take some skin with it.
Okay. You know, roll strength save.
God, the dice curse is not going to allow this to happen. I got all my good rolls out of the way.
Also, moment though that you put this bracelet thing goes on your arm though. Justin, I hate you. The moment it goes on your arm though, you realize that
What happens?
you suddenly have dark vision. The moment this thing went on your arm, you can now see in the dark.
God, please don't turn me to a UNT pure blood. I want my feet. Please, character. Please.
Did you roll your strength, JT?
No, I didn't. I'm thinking of a funny caption to put on it to fill the empty void in my heart. As I realized that my character's fucked.
He's not fucked. I don't know what you're talking about.
When the GM says, I'm sorry, yeah, you kind of are fucked. Sorry, it's just the law of
I think
it's
it's
the
worse
law of
nightmare
D&D.
right now.
I said I was sorry because of the way you reacted to it.
That's like when an executioner is like, "Hey, sorry, bud, not my choice." When they raise a sword above your fucking neck.
No, I said I was sorry because the moment I asked, "Are you gonna touch it?" Your reaction to that question, I had to say I'm sorry. There's nothing gonna happen to Darius. I promised I wouldn't do that to you.
I got a 22.
Using a
Got a
knife?
22.
You're using a
Yeah,
knife?
I'm using a knife. I'm
Hey.
using a knife.
Guess what? You no longer have a
What?
knife. You try and wedge that knife under the snake bracelet thing, and you try to pry it off, and the blade just shatters.
Welcome to the Cursed Club.
Can the scales be green so we can be mashed curse bros?
Yeah, I told you they're green.
Yes.
Just want to make sure. Look, you're cutting out. It could have been gray for all I know.
I'm just
Lois, you need to become a green werewolf.
Brooke is gonna laugh.
You need to be a
when she
green
sees
werewolf
this.
so we can.
She is going to laugh.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you something, JT, in your DMs.
For you.
In my DMs. Whoa.
Yeah, your
Fancy.
DMs.
Meanwhile, Hoot was the one trying on everything and nothing cursed him.
Yeah, no, my question is, why did you put this on? Knowing what has happened before.
I mean, he didn't put it on. He touched it, and it just went up his arm.
Oh.
He just touched it. That was all he did.
Extra hand. I have to edit that.
So it wasn't. He didn't put it on. He just went, "Oh, I'll just pick this up and bring this back, maybe." And
Then why did you touch it?
All he did was barely touch it, and it fucked him. And not in a kinky way.
It can only be kinky.
Curse gang rise up.
Curse gang rise up.
I'm just gonna just change Alina's form, and it's just become her lichen form is now just green. It's just neon green.
Like a true furry.
Exactly.
Lois, I don't know if it's my phone or not, but I don't hear anything on the stream.
Let me just. I swear to God, if it hasn't. I mean, people can apparently hear everything because people have been replying to what's been said in the stream, so.
Maybe my phone's just a piece of shit.
Yeah, I bet Darius would just eat a Mountain Dew right now. Mountain Dew.
Honestly,
like sponsor us.
probably. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. It's not going to go on my phone then because my phone is not wanting to load it for some fucking reason. JT, it's now in your DMs. And of course you know this, but Darius isn't. The only thing Darius knows is that he has dark vision.
Oh, fuck, it's not cursed. Oh, nice, I can live with that.
It's not cursed.
Dude, my first... God, I'm so paranoid. My first instinct from here on out is just gonna see a magic item is like, cursed! When it does anything.
No, literally the only cursed item, or quote-unquote cursed item that you guys have come across is Brooke's ring.
It's not even really that cursed, it's just... We say cursed, but it's more like it has a weird side effect, if anything.
Exactly. It's not cursed. You just can't take it off. Till you die. It's not cursed at
Till I
all.
die? That'll be like 4 days.
Okay. So, how does Darius respond to his dagger just shattering?
Screw you, will be 7 days.
And yeah.
So, quick question before we proceed. Is it giant and thick, like it is in the picture, or is it more like a thin bracelet?
I like the picture.
Alright. Probably just gonna say fuck at least twice before throwing down the hilt and just sort of resigning to his fate at this point. He's not gonna dig his fingers under there after what just happened, and he's not gonna risk any other weapons, so might as well welcome the sweet embrace of death.
Okay. As you do this and you start just to cuss to yourself, you hear a little voice in your head. It's not really talking to you, it's more of just a message. It's not really even any words, it's just you see pictures in your mind. And it's the exact same picture of the snake on your arm, but there's 3 of them. And you feel, for a moment, you feel compelled to go find those other 2, And just as soon as that feeling came, it's gone.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
I know that's directed towards me and the snake. It's directed toward both of us.
Oh no, I'm over out of character. No, I'm not. Not that I know I'm not going to be sent to an early grave. I'm fine now.
Yeah, you're not going to turn into a snake person. You're okay.
I mean, I could live with that as long as I got the key Polar Master.
Yeah, obviously remove the dagger or knife from your inventory.
Guys, I lost the weapon. What am I gonna do?
Shut up, you have like 5 others.
5, more like 6 or 7.
I think 5 is accurate now. Let's check.
1,
6.
2, 3,
Never mind, 6.
4, 5, 6, 7.
But I'm
strike.
But I'm getting rid of the quarterstaff, so it's gonna be 5.
Just wants the cat in the background just losing their minds.
May's always
I think it's May.
May,
I think it's May.
Take a place and stay. May, we were having a moment. I was dying. Imagine if you did this when something important was happening, like I don't know, something important. I'm sure we'll get there.
Alright, so what is Darius doing next, JT?
Gasping to himself, coughing, things you do when you're frightened and winded. We're taking a few moments to realize, oh fuck, I'm still alive. I still have Polar Master.
God. Nuts.
And after collecting his thoughts, taking a long time to do so, considering he's alone and can afford to take the time, he's going to, well, after like making sense of what happened, he's going to roll down his sleeve, collect himself, and begin to investigate the rest of the ruins further and see if he can find any other secrets to be held.
More items to get stuck on your body.
No, I'm going to pick him up out of the box, take him back, and be like, hey, who got a present?
Hands it over to
The
Hoot.
way he said that was so gay. It was amazing.
Hey, who? I got a present for you. Lois, calm down. It's okay. Lois, don't start wheezing again. Not like last week. Not again, Lois. Please.
You'd be the DM, wouldn't you?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. JT, roll perception.
Percolation.
Your worst
Just the way you said that.
Percolation. Took everything from me.
20.
I got a dirty 20.
Alright. You look around and you see more ruins. You don't see any more boxes, fortunately. You see some smashed furniture. You see some mossy furniture. Plenty of wood. If you guys are needing some wood to burn, you guys have plenty here. As you head into one of the rooms, however, you see what appears to be an old bed. Like whoever used to live here. This really nice, ornate bed. It's one of those beds that have the poles on the 4 corners that would have
Full poster bed?
it's a full poster bed. And it has some of the curtain that is still hanging there, and despite the fact that it's probably been here for God knows how long, it's not too badly damaged. There's some spots where it's been eaten by some bugs, and there's some moss on it. Besides that, it's still pretty good. Which is surprising because it's in a forest.
Well, now that I've seen all the sights, I'm gonna head back into the woods to keep looking for plants, because... Actually, no, I changed my mind. I think you should go back to the others. We've been going on my little quest for a while.
Okay.
We'll do something different, though.
Alright. You head back to the group, and it takes you a little bit to get there, but you get there. And you get back, and what are the others doing?
Before I get back, I'd like to do the thing that we talked about at the ends.
Which one?
I think go back... The thing with the stones.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, shit.
Go back to what the others are doing currently, so we're not on me for too long.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Alina's just sat around the fire, just kind of waiting, you know. What time would you say it is, Peach?
It's pretty close to 11. 10 or 11 o'clock.
Alright. Alina's still up, and she's starting to get slightly worried. It's been a while since she's seen Darius, but she's still holding on.
So he's an old white man. He can take care of himself. He has 20 weapons.
Brooke's
What are you
gonna.
doing?
Yeah. Brooke's gonna go out, and I was like, it's taking him so long.
Don't know. I'll stay here for like another hour, and if he's not back in the hour, I'll go looking.
I want to do something. Just quick.
Do something.
What?
Do something.
Are you saying that in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Go for it.
Bowie is currently cooking bone. Basically, like, drying off the little bits of meat scrap that's left on the bone.
Okay.
She's gonna take one of those, like, dried cooked femurs, toss it to Penelope, just sit down and gnaw on her own femur.
This happens, and you all just hear the very sickening sound of bone just being crushed. And you look over to see Penelope has one paw on one end of the bone, her mouth on the other, and the part that's in her mouth is just crushed. Immediately, one bite, and it's just gone.
Brooke, like, she's like, like, she like, shakes and is like, what the frick?
That's my cat, you guys.
Meanwhile,
Who's gonna look down from
like,
the tree that he's in, being like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, actually, Brooke, when she's like, when that happens, is gonna be like, and she's laid on me before.
She bathed me.
She could have killed me instantly.
She's just basically gonna say like, good thing I'm on your good side, eh? Like, she's just gonna casually talk to Penelope like.
She gives you a quiet purr as she continues to eat and lick her bone.
And Bowie's gonna do the same, except she can't break the bone with her jaw. So she's just gonna nod.
You're not a real cat. You're not a real boy.
I'm not a real cat.
You're not a real boy.
It's like those two people. There's one with gobstoppers, one who just licks all the way through, one who just crunches it.
Exactly.
Hoot's just looking at this being like, what the fuck is Willie doing?
All I wanted to do.
A, he doesn't have the concept really of eating, and B, it's a fucking bone. He's like, what?
Alright.
Is that allowed?
Besides the bone thing, what is everyone doing?
He's just waiting. She's just kind of just scanning around, just seeing if she sees Darius anywhere, but just waiting.
Actually, wait. I've known Penelope long enough now. Is she one of those cats that will murder you if you pet them while they're eating? Or one of those cats that's vibing if you pet them while they're eating?
Don't know. You've never interacted with her while she's eating.
What?
Let's experiment.
Yeah, And I've known this cat for
Give
5
up
months and
Hoot.
haven't bothered to do that.
No, Boo's gonna do it herself. She's just gonna
Did
like
you just say you have
Okay,
roll
Hoot?
I was
and
okay.
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't matter. That was
vote
gonna
Hoot.
somewhat dictate my
Oh.
actions, but you know what? I'm just gonna go over and kind of just put my hand Penelope, like, hey,
Okay. Oh, hang on. Give me a second.
just kind of gently pet her. Like, I know where she likes being pet, so I'm gonna pet her there.
Brooke, make a dex save.
Don't you fucking dare.
No, hang on. Let me just.
Oh, okay, it's instant damage. Never.
Okay. Kit, heads or tails?
Why?
Your tails.
Tails?
Damn it.
Do an
Okay, it's a
action.
heads. Heads. Alright. You put your hand on her to talk to her, and as you do, she gives a very quick, loud growl at you, and you quickly move your hand away.
And I mumbled to myself. I was like, okay, you're one of those cats then.
Alina just gives like a look over and she doesn't like roll her eyes, but she gives like a kind of narrows eyes to go. Brooke, she's a wild animal. I've known Corval long enough not know not to pet him when he's eating his food. How do you not know this with Penelope yet?
She, aside from some things, acts like a normal cat for the most part. And I thought, hey, you know, some cats
Murderous cat.
won't kill you if you pet them while they're eating, and some will claw your eyes out. And she's the claw your eyes out type of parent.
Please.
Oh, what?
Wild and
Please.
what?
There you go. Sorry, my mic was pushed
You.
against my shit. There.
Oof. Wild animals often get protective with a meal.
Mm-hmm.
Offering a hand to them or reaching out towards them could possibly mean that you're trying to take their food.
I know that with wild. I mean, no, Penelope's wild, but I just gave you an explanation. She acts like a normal cat most of the time, aside from most Okay, yeah, I was being dumb. Okay.
Alina's just gonna chuckle and just go. I mean, do you ever see? You know what a mouse cat is, right?
Wait, what'd she say?
A mouse cat.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if Brooke would know what that is.
Well, feral cats, mousy cats, cats that are like somewhat half feral. They're like put in places just to keep them.
Oh, that's okay. I've never heard that term used for them.
Mouse cats. Oh, okay.
Okay. Brooke's like, yeah.
Well, they're still feral. They may be tame in the fact that they can tolerate humans, but at the same time, if they're still half feral, I think the same's going on here with Penelope.
Yeah, you got a good point.
Just be careful around her. Maybe in a few years' time, if somehow you still have her, maybe she'll be better, but she's still pretty feral. For what it's worth.
Yeah, makes sense. I've dealt with a few cats like that.
Just
She
be
is
careful.
fish hook. I lost my hook. I lost my hand to a cat.
Make sure you don't do it again. I'd rather not have somebody who's lost a hand. I can heal some injuries, but a missing hand is not one of them.
Hoot's gonna slowly chime in quietly as he climbs down from his tree. I took residence of dumbass. Only me allowed to be dumb. You don't hurt yourself.
What happened to you? Dear Lord.
What?
Yeah, Hoot, you still have 15 HP, by the way. Still very injured.
Yeah. Well, nobody ever told me how much I healed after the whole health potion
Yeah, that's
thing.
how you got 15 HP, because you were down like 3.
Was I?
Yeah.
Got your ass beat.
Bowie's gonna ask,
Some
what
eels.
the hell happened to you? Oof.
Everyone die?
Justin?
Maybe. Justin, hello.
I'm eating dinner.
I think Justin died.
Oof, no. Justin died, no.
Okay, phone. Awesome. Thanks for not fucking working. Be fine. He'll come back in a second.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yay.
He told you. He has returned. Turned.
Hello.
Sorry, my phone likes to randomly cut out and make it look like it's working, but then it's all silent on my end, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But no, Hoot already took resident dumbass of the group. So 15 makes sense.
What the hell happened to you? That's what Booey's gonna say.
Like, she's genuinely asking.
Yeah, she's genuinely asking.
Hoot was trying to help woman to get a deal for a necklace. Went to find flowers. Let's just say Hoot messed up really. Hoot don't like eels or helping.
Eels, huh? Get over here. She's actually going to walk a bit away from Penelope, and then just sit down with a healer's kit ready.
He's gonna sigh and sit down. Third person Hoot is getting help from. Remind Hoot to never do dumb stuff ever again. Third time of being, don't want it again.
Well, it depends on what the dumb stuff is for. Sometimes dumb stuff can lead to help. Sometimes it can lead to, well, you being like this, guess.
Understood. Just Hoot will come ask questions first and then do dumb stuff.
Alrighty. Anyways, I should be able to help you out just a little bit. And I do have potion of healings if in case things don't, heal up properly.
Appreciate, but almost nighttime, so maybe some rest will help rest after what you.
Sometimes when you have injuries like this, a rest won't be enough. So it's better to just be safe.
Agreed. Thank you.
And she is gonna use a charge on her healer's kit on Hoot. It does nothing at the moment, but it's still something.
Hoot's watching confused, like not knowing of any health stuff with magic or kits and whatnot.
Should I roll a medicine check just to see how good I healed him? Even though I don't have the healer's feat.
Yes. Go ahead.
Alrighty. God damn it, I have
Can you hear
to.
me, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone sounds so depressed, so I saw that from the chat.
No.
I'm just
So
in
I'm just
character.
making sure you guys can hear me because my ping is at 100, is like 2,000.
Oh god.
Wait, what? 200? Dear lord.
2,000.
2000? What?
Rolling in general chat.
God damn it. That's a 27.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm going to heal Hoot with the healer's kit, even though I don't have the healer.
Which wounds are you trying to heal? The cuts that he got from being bitten or the burns from being electrocuted in the water?
She's gonna try and heal the cuts first, and then treat the burns after.
Okay. So you're just trying to treat them, you're not trying to heal them.
Yeah, just treating them for now,
Okay.
so that he can actually get a proper long rest stuff.
Okay, so you look through your medicine kit to see if you have anything that could help with this, and as you are, you realize, hey, eels have a lot of teeth and live in the water. Probably have a lot of bacteria. And so you search for a moment and you're able to find some bacteria cream that you are able to gently apply to the many lacerations from these teeth that just shredded his legs. And then after a
Hoot's
moment,
wincing every time she touches him.
And then after that, you're also able to find some cream that you think will help with the burns. For time, of course.
Keep still, bird, otherwise I'll gnaw your legs too.
Trying not, like, he's like, even though he doesn't have teeth, it's clear he's trying to clench his teeth while saying, trying not to. It hurts.
You know what? She's gonna hand hand feeding Hoot the bone that she's been gnawing on, just bite on that.
Hoot is instead just going to slowly he's gonna make it to he's trying to break it even though it's a femur, and that's gonna be almost impossible for him with a strength plus a 0. Because he's not gonna risk his beak.
Okay then.
Air.
And she's gonna continue treating Hoot
Okay.
until the deed is done.
After a few moments, I won't say 5. Well, it only takes 5 minutes because Hoot just won't stop moving. But eventually, you are able to get all of the lacerations covered, and you're able to get most of the burns covered as well. Did you
An
roll
18 doesn't break. An 18 doesn't break a femur, does it?
No.
I had to do it just to humor myself.
Damn.
I'm
Anyways.
trying to break a femur. I would say 25 and above.
That makes sense.
Maybe even higher.
The highest you can get is just a 20.
Anyways, what did you get bitten by again?
Stupid eels, blue and yellow, in water by plants.
And they messed you up this bad.
Don't ask.
There was 4 of them.
I'm going to ask how. I know the why. But
Slowly shake his head and then look up at her. I'm just dumb.
Well, don't worry. A tribe got trampled over by a pack of birds, so yeah.
Also dumb with a bird too, but we don't talk about that.
What? What did you say?
Also dumb with other bird, but we don't talk about that. Talking about the giant bird that is Brooke's girlfriend's bird.
Does he actually say this out loud?
He doesn't say Brooke's girlfriend. He doesn't completely know that they're completely dating. But he's just saying, giant bird, we don't talk about it, was also
Toad bird.
I guess she lady with horns.
Yeah, she had a giant eagle of some sort, a giant falcon.
Yeah, who was dumb with that? We don't question. Please.
Realized.
Alrighty. Well, next time, maybe you should travel with someone else. Otherwise, something like this would happen again. Or worse, you'll be dead in the waters, being food for eels.
He's gonna sigh. Was trying to help a nice lady. Did not know stupid eel under plant, okay?
Can't you
Context
fly?
clues is not good for bird.
Burp, no.
Can't you fly?
Is she actually saying that?
Yeah.
I gotta roll something really quick.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
Nat 1. Nat 1.
Oh. Nah, one. Okay.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
17 hit.
17 on Bowie? No, just barely. Her AC is 18.
Okay, well, because he was going to try and push her really hard, but due to his injuries, he's gonna wince at the last second and miss, and he's just gonna glare at her. What the fuck did you just say to me?
Okay, sensitive topic. But here's the thing. There's no need to do that. And besides, I can easily twist your ankles back to how they were.
He's just gonna slowly sit back and cross his arms and just look her down, not saying anything else, clearly very upset after hearing that sentence, for more reasons than she knows. Did Elena overhear this by any chance?
Probably. She's quite close. She sat next to you guys. Give me a second. Ow. I just.
Because who knows Elena knows,
Mm-hmm.
but like he's completely upset with that statement or question.
Oh.
Well, Lena's like, probably like was distracted looking out, but she got a pretty high passive, so I'd imagine she'd be able to hear it. She's gonna turn around and just go, all right, you two. That's enough.
Yeah, I know. Just didn't need to have the, need to kick me, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's a sensitive topic, I understand, I guess.
Just
very sensitive. Who just please don't.
I won't mention it. As long as you
Thank-
don't try to kick me again.
Who was in the moment? Understand? Just please don't mention it again.
That's good.
Unless who brings.
That's good. Anyways, take it easy. You'll have your time to shine soon enough. Maybe soon. Who knows? Anyways, just rest easy, get that leg healed up. Come back to me if there's any other issues.
He's gonna nod and very slowly stand. Sorry for attacking. Just thank you for. Hello?
So once Alina's seen the situation seems to have calmed down herself before she's going to walk over, she's just going to just kind of nod her head, sit back down, and just carry on scanning the forest.
Hoot's gonna slowly like move over to her, but like rest on something or like sit down because of his legs.
You can use the giant femur as a cane.
Oh, and before he moves over to her, he's handing back the bone to Louie.
And she's gonna toss it into a pile of bones that she. Anyway, this campsite seems a bit empty. Where's the other guy? AKA the only normal people here.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you over Peach.
Go on, Bird, what'd you say?
This campsite feels a bit empty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, was the only noble guy in the party?
It's just a shrug. I don't know. I'm keeping.
Who had last seen him when pulled out of water? Maybe you had plants that Hoot was looking for? Don't. Just Hoot remembered by water last.
Should we search him before the sun goes down?
The sun's already gone down. The moon's out.
Yeah, it's.
Oh damn.
At least I'm waiting a bit longer, but give it maybe.
Who can stay up and watch for him?
At least just like look over and just.
As he doesn't sleep in general.
At least like look over and just go. If he's not back within the next half an hour or so, I'll go looking for him.
Hoot will join, but will not touch anything.
Please don't touch anything. We don't need someone else like Brooke.
Alright, so
would rather be like Brooke, not attacked by eels.
Brooke like hears that last part and goes, "Hey."
Anyway, go on, Peach.
Flowers are pretty, okay?
Anyway.
Just eels are painful.
No, I meant like the part with
Anyway.
like it's like don't be Brooke.
Oh.
Alright. As you guys are talking about Darius, we're gonna switch to Darius.
Yes.
What is the man doing? What's he doing?
Oh, I apologize. I thought you were going to say something else. All I'm
No.
doing is the thing. All I tell us.
The thing. Okay. You take the stone out that your little changeling friend from earlier gave you. and you're not really sure if it works or not. You're kind of hoping it does. But you take it out, and who are you thinking of, JT? Or
I'm
Rose?
thinking about the person.
The person. All right.
I'd like to point out
He's-
real quick that the person takes -5 on their save because I know them well.
Okay, so it's a con save.
Wisdom, I believe.
Which one is it?
Not
I don't
entirely
give you
sure.
the stats.
Let me go check real quick.
Okay.
I'm not bad. It's prepared,
We're getting
but
Darius backstory.
No, they're talking about. Just
That's
gonna go
awful.
spy on his daddy. JT, did I specify when I gave you the thing if you can see things that the person is holding or is with them, or is it just them?
no, you didn't.
I'll still give it to you just because it wouldn't make sense for you to see her and not see her like holding a backpack on her back or something. So I'll just say it happens like that. I think it's a wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save. Yeah, I'm checking right
Okay.
now. It's a wisdom save.
It has a -5 since you know her.
Yes.
The save they have to do.
That'd be up to you. I don't know what. That's up to you. I don't know what stat this is modified by. I feel like it'd be my charisma, considering it's a sort of a spell-like ability. But if you want to change that, so all yours.
You know what? I will give it to you. The person had to be a 14, and I had a 17, but because of -5, I got a 12. So you will hold this, what you think is a scrying stone of you, into your hand, and you close your eyes for a moment and think really hard about the person that you're trying to find. And after a moment of thinking, but you like your eyelids, even though your eyelids are closed, you see like a little soft light, and you open them up, and standing before you is what appears to be like an apparition of sorts, it's like glowing image of somebody. And you see, you want to say it? You want to describe it?
Would I like to say the name or whatever?
Yeah, what'd you have to say? Because it's your thing.
I see Abigail.
Yeah. Alright, you see Abigail before you, and you sigh in relief as you realize that she doesn't seem to be injured in any way. But as since you had last seen her, she's still holding the thing from before. She seems to be talking to it. Can you hear what she's saying?
I
Didn't we
believe
say that
so.
you could? I think we talked about
I think so.
that. Okay.
Yeah, I can see and hear a particular creature that I choose.
Okay. She's not really saying anything important, however. She's just telling the creature that's in her arms that it's okay. Well, she's basically just trying to, what's the word?
Reassure?
Yeah, reassure. That's the word.
Comforts.
She's trying to comfort or reassure the creature in her arms. As you can tell, it seems to be a bit frightened. From what you can see, her facial expressions and her body language, she doesn't seem to be tense or any way. So you don't think she's in any danger at the moment.
Darius continues to stare at the apparition just with completely rapt attention, relief just completely melting away all his fears about the newfound snake on his arm as he realizes she's alive before finally just forcing himself to try and cut it short.
Okay. You, as you were looking at this and you let out a sigh of relief once more, realizing that she's alive, she's okay, and the thing she has with her is alive and okay from what you saw. And you let the thought of her fade from your mind and the apparition disappears. It fades away.
Well, now that he's completely contented, Darius just sits for a moment, mulling over what he just saw, before getting up and returning to camp.
Wow. The details I gave about the scrying stone is really fucking vague, isn't it? Sucks. Alright. You take a moment to calm yourself down and just calm your nerves down. And then you get up and you start walking back to the camp. And about 10 minutes later, everyone in the camp, you all sigh in relief as you see Darius walking towards you.
Thank the gods he's alive.
Can we see the snake thing or not?
It's covered up by his sleeve.
So it's not glowing. Okay.
Oh, you can tell. He is wearing some dark sleeves.
I don't know,
Okay.
but usually with like the cover.
Also,
the
I'm just should ask this to JT. Is it like sleeve baggy enough that it wouldn't be obvious that there was something on him?
Ask JT that.
Desert clothes.
Yeah, I did.
Desert clothes, though. It's pretty loose.
Okay, so can't really tell there's something underneath there then.
You'd have to really inspect it, but you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Your characters wouldn't have any reason to inspect
Okay.
it.
Okay, yeah, no, that was all out of question. Out of character questions.
Out of character.
Alright, yeah. I don't want any good stuff because it took you long enough. We were starting to get worried.
I can take care of myself. You shouldn't be worried.
Well, Elena made food. She hunted deer. Who actually shocked she carry that much?
Good job, but I'm not hungry. I'm going to bed. I'll see you all in the morning.
Why is he being so cold?
I just give a look like concern, but she's just gonna nod. Before just kind of just standing up herself.
Hoot's just gonna look at him and like just from like the tone of voice is gonna have maybe like a slight understanding that something happened to him. Give him space.
Roll insight.
Thank you. I was hoping you were gonna have me do that.
Listen, you should know by now. I'm an asshole, so
22.
yeah, you can probably tell that there's something on his mind. You know what?
Hoot's been in that state of mind enough.
Hang on. I'll actually leave it up to you, JT. Would you say that's fair to say that there be something on your mind?
Fair to say what? You always cut out right as you finish your sentences.
There is something on your mind.
Would it be fair to say that there is something on Darius's mind?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, alright, so yes. Who you are able to realize that you can judge from his body language and his tone of voice that Darius seems to have something on his mind, and you probably shouldn't mess with him right now.
Hoot's been in that state many times before, so he completely understands. And so he's looking around, making sure nobody else goes to bug him.
Oh yeah, Alina's not.
Be the cat or the fish?
Excuse me, what? Brooke's not gonna do anything. She's like, okay, you just got whatever. And yeah, she's gonna go to bed as well.
Bowie's most likely gonna question this, but she's most likely gonna take watch because of her cat.
Hey Peach,
Alright, so what's Alina and...
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
question, what phase is the moon at?
When was the last time that the thing happened?
Well, probably maybe 3-ish weeks ago, I think was the last one.
Alright, it's not full, but it's getting there. You can tell that within the next week or so, you'll probably need to do your thing again.
Alright. I just take a glance up, kind of just give a sigh. I need my dice soon, because nightmare soon. And she's gonna grab a blanket and just kind of just roll up just like a pillow, and she's just gonna just lie down and just look at the moon and the stars and just have a look of concern on her face.
Hoot, sitting right next to her, is gonna like slowly follow her lead and just quietly ask, "Is everything okay, dude? Is everything okay, Elena? Sorry, dude's in my speech."
Is everything okay, bro?
Okay, bro, totally radical.
Oh my god.
You guys are fucking killing me with these stupid headphones. Ow! My glasses are digging into my side. Ow.
Same.
Alina's just like gonna just take a look over. You know, her eyes kind of just like soften in this more like just sad, softened way. She goes, "I'm fine."
He's gonna see it and just frown a bit, but nod. And he's gonna think for a second before looking back at her. "Would you like to know what some of the constellations are?" And he's whispering since he's not talking in Mimic.
He looks over, gives a little smile, and just goes, "I know some of them, but not all of them. I know the easy ones. I'll test your knowledge, see which ones you know."
So he's gonna like slowly point at one of them, and he's gonna like talk about like this really, really old constellation that he remembered from when he taught his children about it. And like he's gonna like give a shorthand of what the constellation's about and everything. In case Bowie is listening, he could have it be like, "Oh, he's heard this story before." I don't know constellations off the top of my head, so it's just gonna have to go like that.
Bowie might lead them well, just stare at the stars along with him. Funny.
She's gonna like enjoy the conversation for a little bit, but very quickly she's almost like gonna just any little bit like I don't know smarty, just again just kind of just seems to just slowly be sapped out of her, and she just kind of like rolls over, facing away from Hoot, and just goes, "Night, Hoot." Before
Night.
going to
If need, Hoot, just remember.
she just nods.
He's gonna get up and like give her some space, but he's gonna be like sitting at like the edge of their campsite, just continuing staring at the stars before looking at his journal type of thing and reminiscing about old pictures that apparently I'm gonna say he drew like some really rough sketches of his family all the way back in the beginning.
Are you looking at some old pictures that you've drawn?
Yeah, because after the whole star thing and knowing how Elena's upset and the flying stuff, the day is just getting to him, so he's just gonna kind of sulk and think about the past.
Justin. Oh, Justin. He ran away.
I was able to hear you, you just couldn't hear me.
Justin.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Roll for con save.
Fuck. Okay, what's my
Well, not
constitution?
save, just roll a con. Roll.
What's a con save? Oh, it's +2. Never mind, I found it. Please, for the love of God, give me a D20.
Did you get a 5?
Yeah. No, it says 25. Can't you see the 2 in front of that?
Nope. Sure can't. Alright, Bowie, where's Bowie?
She was laying somewhere close nearby Alina and Hoot when they both laid down, and she's just currently staring at the stars, just giving out a small.
Alright. Who
Okay, how many health points?
said
Just
you were
give it to
getting hurt?
The con save said I was getting hurt.
I didn't say the con save. I said make a con roll.
You said save.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. Alright. As you were looking at this picture that you have drawn before, you look a bit closer and you see that at some point you drew next to you holding 2 daggers that you don't remember ever owning or holding or ever seeing. And roll me a perception.
I'm getting backstory.
It's finally 11.
Fuck. Can I please roll again?
Fine.
Guys, I know we're on stream right now, but do you guys want to sing my dad happy birthday?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want
Okay,
backstory.
I'm unplugging the earbuds. We're doing
Just tell us when.
Okay, we doing it? Yeah. Name is Dad.
JT, you okay with this?
What is currently happening in life?
Okay, this is getting really obvious. Who cares?
We're singing happy birthday to Kit's dad.
Say 3, 2,
I'm
1,
ready.
and we'll all sing on go.
Okay, Dad, count it off. What? Do it loud so they can.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you.
That was such a train wreck.
Yeah,
Such a train wreck.
I'm jealous that you got a meatball on your birthday, okay? I got normal cake.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
That was so stupid. Oh, that's gonna be a great moment on stream.
I'm definitely gonna watch that part back.
We have to change the name of the stream to Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
501.
See, I wish I could
can't
just.
hear you if you're talking.
Me? I'm not talking.
2 eyeballs.
I guess we could cut it this way.
Oof.
Wait, let me do it.
So you rolled a what for your thing? 16, and that was for perception. Okay, I'll let you have a.
I wish I could just use my passive. That's a
Don't
20.
allow me to do this.
Hey, Kit, no offense, but can you move yourself while you do?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to mute myself.
It's fine. Just yeah. Okay, my pencil's ready.
Stare really hard at these daggers for a moment, and you realize you really can't remember anything from me about these, but they look slightly familiar to you. Like maybe you've seen them some point in one of your many lives. You're not sure from where, and you're not sure when.
Now spotting that, he's gonna like look through his other drawings that he has of him and his family throughout the book. Because there's gonna be at least maybe 4 or 5 more.
Okay, you do this, and all of them have the same daggers.
fuck. And now since like all of that's happening, he's gonna like he has the most confused look on his face, and he's looking through all his like journal entries and whatnot, and he's looking through like the entire book trying to see like, why have I not noticed this before? Have I noticed this before? And he's just flipping through wildly trying to find anything.
So what are you doing?
He's frantically flipping through the pages, but like glancing over everything to be like, why am I just now seeing this? Have I seen this before? I've read this thing front to back over 100 times. Why the hell am I just noticing this?
Alright. You begin going through your journal to see maybe these daggers are mentioned in one of your lives, and you look through these, you realize they're in every single one. You don't see a name about them, but you just, every now and then, you'll see in different lives, you'll see, I lost the daggers. I can't find the daggers. And it's just a random sentence. You'll be talking, for one moment, you'll see on one page in particular, you're talking about how much you miss your family, and suddenly, I can't find the daggers. And really quick, worried handwriting, and then goes back to talking about your family again.
Seeing that he's mentioned that sentence, and he's now going to look over all the daggers he has, because I think he has like 4, or no, he has like 2. I think he has 4 of them. The blink one, the 2 he started out with, and then the one he found with the giant bird attacking. Being like he's checking if he somehow might have some trace of it.
Wait a second.
Also, from now on, every section of the book that's a different life, I'm just going to call them chapters so it's easier to remember and write down notes for it.
Okay. So you're looking through your bag to see if there's any, like, mention of the daggers there?
His bag is just this stuff he has on him.
Okay. You begin looking through your things, and you realize, like, you've had this book bag a really long time. And it's really apparent in some places where it as you were looking, find a compartment in your bag that you've never really noticed before. And I say compartment where it's like an extra flap that you never noticed before. And you open it up, and there's nothing inside except for, you know how when something's been in one place for so long, and
there's an indent,
and there's an indent there, the outline of it. Yeah, you see an indentation of 2 daggers.
Noticing this, he's slowly panicking on the inside. He's gonna stand up, and he's gonna walk a bit of a way from his group. And I'm guessing since it's like middle of the night, the main area that has like tables and whatnot is gonna be empty, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna head to one of those tables and like start looking at everything and trying to like take notes of what he's seeing. Be like, okay, so apparently there's daggers. I'm now in the stage where I need to find the daggers because it seems to be repetitive. And he's going to see if any of the past chapters has any mention of actually finding the daggers.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
That's 20! Thank God.
Oh, you
If
got
you're
a nat
talking-
20? Nice.
Yeah, I got a nat 20. I'm happy.
Nice. Give me a second. I'm looking at my notes.
Okie dokie.
It's loading so fucking slow.
Relatable. I have 10 tabs open on my laptop. I know what slow is.
For a second, I thought you said cats. I'm like, you have 10 cats in your laptop?
Not on my laptop, but in my general proximity around my house, I do.
Mood.
A lot of them
I
are
have
outdoor.
14. Alright, give me a second. It's loading so fucking slow.
That's cool.
Ah!
I was not expecting a Hoot part in this. I'm really shocked.
That's why it makes it so great. You didn't expect it.
This is why I told you, never tell me anything about the backstory unless it comes into play.
I won't.
And I'm happy about that. Even though I want to know, I'm happy about that.
Hang on. Please. Come on, computer. You can do it. Oh, shit.
This is also why I
Really?
haven't made kind of, yeah.
Okay. What were you saying?
This is also why I haven't made a physical copy of Hoot's journal. Plus, 584 years, that's a lot of stuff to write.
Ooh. Okay, what was it again that you were looking for in the book?
Any mention of, mention, and, just pretty much any mention.
Okay, a mention of finding them or just any mention at all? Okay. You begin looking through. It takes you a moment and you're like, maybe what about the first life? And you go to the first chapter and you go back all the way to the very beginning of this book. And it's at the very end of the first chapter of your first life. It's really smudged out, but you see two names. Zahor and Zetzel.
All I'm asking is please type that in the chat and you're done.
Yeah, I know. Killed me having to say it because I forgot how I pronounced it the first time. I probably will never pronounce that first one the same ever again.
That's cool.
Zahor.
It's the ever-changing name.
You see in this part of the book is very, very rushed, and there's blood on this page. Very dried, old blood. And it's blocked off most of the last few pages. You can tell this is how you died. Like, you died writing this last bit of your book. You're not really sure what happened because most of it is blocked out. You are able to see through some of the blood. You see the mention of a wren and a nightingale, and then it's blocked off for a bit. And the daggers blocked off a bit. Battle between blocked off a bit, and then you see those two names again. And then it's like someone was writing, and as they were writing, slowly died, and the pen or whatever you're writing with just goes off the page.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ask, since I've never thought about the logic to this, does the book just somehow go back to the place where he always finds it? Because like I said, he has a little cubby hole where he originally found the book in a satchel and everything.
Yep. This book.
Okay, cool.
You have always had this book, you realize. You've literally always had this book.
5-year-old scribbles on it.
Yeah, for as long as you can remember, you've always had this book.
Hoot, seeing the blood in curiosity, is gonna mark the page. Well, he's gonna try and scrape up some of it with a hat pen, and then set it back onto a shirt, but not prick himself with it yet, unless he accidentally does it. But I'm not saying he does. And he's gonna continue looking through the book to see anything repeating. because
Okay.
the dagger's repeating. He wants answers.
Yeah. Okay. You see a mention in the second chapter, and you realize this is like your second life. And for a bit, it's just the beginning of your first life, like you're a young child trying to figure out life again. You realize deja vu happens to you a lot, and then it's just time skip. You like it's like you've forgotten about the book for a while, and then you suddenly write in it again. And you don't really see any mention of these daggers again until the last bit of the second chapter, and it's one of those sudden it's one of the sudden parts of the book where you've forgotten about it for a while and you realize, oh hey, maybe I should write again. And
Me with my diary.
Yeah, same. It's one of those. And in this passage, it's just you can tell it was you. It was you freaking out about something, and one part of this says, "I saw it. I saw it again. I've been dreaming of it. I just keep seeing these two daggers. Whenever it goes off for a bit, like you maybe forgot what you were trying to say in the sentence, or maybe someone stopped you and interrupted you. And then it picks up again a moment later, and you see, found me. They found me again. I can't stay here any. I can't stay here any longer. And then, as if someone was trying to write, you were trying to write again. There's more blood.
Okay. He's going to like widen his eyes, being like, okay, thought somebody was always going to be after me after they killed me the first time. You're just talking normal. And going to see the blood again, he's thinking, this must be mine. And on a side note, does he like, does like his sleep like slowly disappear? I'm guessing then, by that logic.
Mm-hmm.
You said he dreamt it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing. And so Hoot doesn't dream, so it slowly disappears, correct? Okay.
As you look through the book, you are able to see that around maybe your 5th or 6th life, you stop sleeping. Around your 6th or 7th life, you stop eating.
Welcome to paranoia.
No, not paranoia. It's just the fact that you have that life. You realize, hey, don't feel hunger. I don't feel thirst. I don't need sleep. One of those things.
Yes. Realizing that it was his blood on the page, out of curiosity, he's gonna actually prick himself with the pen that had his old blood on it. Does it do anything, or does he say the exact same?
Stays the same.
Fuck, okay. So since he's realizing he finds the daggers when he dies in the first couple of chapters, he's going to keep going to the latest life that he had to see if he could find any notes to a more recent time.
You go to the last chapter of your most recent life.
Chapter 14.
Yep. And there's something written in it, like, in the beginning anyway. It's one of those parts where it's like, you can tell that you didn't write in this part of the book when you were little. It was more when you were like a teenager and then on. But in the last bit of actually throughout the whole book, you can see it's talking about you found the daggers. You actually found the daggers, and this is like halfway through that last chapter. Old you is talking about that. I can't believe I actually found them. I've been having visions of these for weeks. I finally found them. And then after that one line, I found them, that last part. Anything after that, it's just you constantly talking about going on the run and being paranoid that you're being followed and watched. And then just like all the other chapters and the way they ended, ends in blood.
Realizing that,
The only
he's like,
difference
go ahead.
the only difference with this chapter and the others is that in this 14th chapter, you found the daggers years before you died.
So, seeing this, but realizing that he's gonna flip through, count how many chapters end with blood, and he's gonna slowly like collect all of his things. And he's contemplating eventually telling Elena because they were talking, and with her even being able to find out that something was wrong with him, he thinks she might be able to help. But at the time being, he's just gonna wander around, also keeping an eye out, making sure nothing attacks him after earlier that day. And he's gonna be like thinking, trying to figure out, okay, so there's daggers in my life. Every life I end with blood, it seems. I'm on the stage. I gotta find those daggers because they must mean something. Because remember, history repeats itself.
Huh? Okay. You go through the book. Every single life after that first one always ends in blood. Every single one of them. Only perception? Okay.
23?
You're not being watched by anybody or anything. And we're actually gonna jump from you. Louis, roll perception, my friend.
Oh boy, the percolation.
The percumulation.
Let's see if Bowie's actually watching me. Oh, maybe.
That's 12?
As you are watching the stars and just thinking of the conversation that you heard from Lita and Hoot, you don't notice Hoot leave.
Yeah, that's fine. If he gets injured again, he gets injured again.
How many times does he
Alright.
vanish into thin air? Sorry, have to. Go ahead.
Do you want to do anything while you're watching? Anything in particular?
Most likely she's going to continue her ritual again, mainly her prayers to her ancestors because she can actually see the stars this time. Unlike being in a cabin inside of a ship and stuff.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh boy. That's not one.
Oh. Man, that sucks.
That really sucks. It's her own fucking religion, okay?
No offense, isn't that also kind of in character?
No, she's
No.
extremely religious.
I know, but she never gets a response.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
mean, if she rolled higher, she would have.
Damn. Damn, why would you say that now?
Fear. Anyway, alright. You do your prayers as you usually do, and you feel a little downtrodden as once again doesn't seem to be any response. You notice.
One day, just keep doing this. Just keep going. Just keep doing this. And she's gonna keep repeating those two phrases over and over again until she eventually falls asleep.
Okay. And go to the next day.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I feel at this point Hoot's still at the table trying to figure out what the hell he just found out last night.
Yeah. Hoot, you were up all night, as you do, because you don't sleep. You were up all night just viciously flipping through your book over and over again. And the more you look, you find a bit more information each time, but it always seems to end in blood. So you get some information, but you're not really sure what to do with this information because you can't do much with it.
Realizing that he's just gonna be in like a constant mood of frustration as this is lingering in the back of his mind. And he's gonna get up at this point, like he's been getting up and down. He gets up and he paces a bit before sitting back down, and now he's in the mood where he's pacing. Again. Like college student during finals week.
It's about none of you really wake up until around 9:00, really. Everyone kind of slept in. It was a nice warm night with a soft ocean breeze.
And we're not on steep for the first time.
Yeah, and you're finally on dry land. That was actually your first night on Calamus, guys. You survived your first day.
Well, who owns it?
Maybe.
That was all your first day. The eel, the boar, everything.
The spider?
The daggers?
That was all your first day. JT Stone, his snake, the ring.
7 days.
It was your first day on the island, guys.
No.
Anyway, what's everyone doing?
Do we see
Pacing.
Hoot panicking?
Just woke up, so your first thing to do is not really to look for Hoot, so no.
Well, I mean, when I do wake up, do we see him doing that? And go what do we get out and stuff?
Oh god.
Rolling perception.
Let's hope I don't have to roll deception. Though this is a good time for his backstory to come out.
What the flip is my... Oh, that's my perception. 23!
I have so many tabs open, sir God. Does
25.
anybody else wish to roll perception?
No. I'm just gonna wake up and just kind of just exist.
See? Bird?
Boo's gonna wake up and focus more on her morning rituals than
Okay.
anything else.
See? JC is talking, I don't hear him.
JT? JT!
JT!
I think he's typing.
Wait, I see the green circle around his name, so is he
Same.
talking?
I think he's typing, because somebody's typing in the dice rolls. And since all
know
the names are E, I can't tell who.
I know it's him, because it's also on the right where it says his little picture.
Oh.
If he's talking, I don't hear him, because his light
He's not
is
talking.
JT, we can't hear shit from you. Oh no, he left. Oh, he's back.
He's still
See?
dead.
Hello?
Oh,
Bro.
The only human
Yay,
male
you're
in the group.
alive.
he's alive now.
He
Maybe.
lives.
All hail the human survived the night.
On a scale of 7 to 27, Gary's a 21 on the perky scale.
Nice. You guys got 2 20s. Now, you
Time
guys,
to
when you be too particular when you wake up, you're like, wait. Not everyone's here. And after you
Where's
stretch,
the
and you
bird?
stretch, and you-
Okay. Who's usually one of the quote-unquote first people up? So yeah, it'd be obvious they're probably looking for him to be logical. Okay,
Teach what you were saying.
I'm sorry.
you guys, it's okay. Guys, do your morning stretches. Like you just woke up, you slept on the ground because no one put up a tent.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Stretch a bit and get all those pop out of your joints from sleeping on the ground, and then you realize, wait,
Where's the fucking bird?
there's only 4 of us. Where's the 5th one? And you're
Where's
both
he died?
you both see him at the same time, and you see him in town, sitting at a table.
Okay. Brooke's gonna, she's not done getting up and everything, she's gonna tie her sash around her shirt, and then she's gonna go after, see what Hoot's doing, I guess. Yeah.
At this point, his head is in his hands as he's just staring at this journal.
Okay. She does not have the leather arm, so Hoot is, and I put my hand on her shoulder, is everything okay?
He's gonna instantly jump and fumble his book and try to close it. What? Huh? Oh, yeah. Hoot's okay.
You know what? Kit, roll me a perception check.
Oh.
Should I roll a really bad deception?
I mean, I'm just doing perception. Besides, I got a 10. You can't deceive.
Not really sure if you saw anything before you closed the book.
I'm sorry, Peach.
Did Darius join her?
Either he did or he saw me going and was like, whatever.
T, are you alive?
I'm alive. I just can't hear anything, so I'm pretending to not be here and hoping that no one actually tries to interact with me.
Okay,
Okay.
JT, did you go with me to check on Hoot?
Yes, I did.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so I guess he has to roll perception for that as well.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you know how high my pergamulation is?
You said that, and all I
Roll
thought
that
was.
one.
You said that, and all I thought was, do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
Flute, you know what to do.
That's what I like to call an 18.
It's a 19.
19s.
Alright. You're able to see a bit into the book before Hoot slams it shut. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Cool.
It seems to be a journal. You don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, so Justin, when
journals
he
are
like,
private things, so we probably should not pry.
okay, so when
But you
Hoot,
weren't
like,
really reading it, you were just looking over it. You would have, you were just looking at it. So this was a page that had blood on it. Lots of blood. This was the first chapter, and Darius didn't see anything.
Oh, it was the first chapter too. Oh my god! I'm so glad. That was
Okay,
interesting. I am so glad. After, since I now know it was the first chapter, and they're around him, he's complete oh shit mode.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm okay. What
can
is
I?
it?
Okay. Nice.
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Seeing that he
sorry.
just fumbled around and was desperate to close that book, she didn't see what was on it, obviously. He was like, I'm gonna ask again, are you okay?
He's gonna stare a bit and just slowly try to calm himself up. Yeah, Hoot's okay. Just bad dream. And he's looking down, being like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Darius, I need Darius to roll insight.
Why only him?
Because he's
'Cause
the
who
only one that
knows?
knows about his background.
Oh!
It's just sad I want it to be high.
Aha!
Austin,
5.
roll a deception.
If this was Savage Worlds, if this
It's bad that I
kids
kind
on
of wish he
bikes,
rolled high.
we'd be fucked.
Roll deception.
Just
Justin.
roll that one. Easy as
I know.
that.
If he gets that one, he gets
If it's
a...
lower than a 5, then
He can't,
knows?
he physically can't get lower than a 5.
Well, not one.
Yeah, I physically can't.
Oh, that one, yeah.
T, not an R, sweetie.
Look at
For that
me,
blunder, I think
JT.
who should be awarded an automatic nat 1.
I'm cool with that. It's 13, but if you want Darius to know it's okay, it's just he's panicking. So Brooke doesn't know, but Darius knows.
I am a man of the dice. I don't like doing things that the mighty dice do not dictate. For your sake, I'll say he does see that you're panicking, but doesn't have the mental presence of.
I mean, it's pretty obvious, probably that the two of us that he's panicking, and we're like,
It's probably the kind of thing where he'll think in 10 minutes later he realizes, oh fuck, backstory. But right now he's too busy thinking about last night.
Hoot, okay, yeah, sure. And she puts her hand on his shoulder again and just kind of pats him like, yeah.
He's just gonna like nod and slowly take a breath. Just have bad dreams.
She doesn't believe him for shit.
Roll insight.
What is me insight? Me insight at +5.
Justin, roll deception again.
Oh fuck! Is Brooke gonna find out? If she tries enough, maybe.
Thank you, +5. Yeah!
Oh fuck!
Okay. Not really sure what's wrong, but you know he's lying. You don't think it was a bad dream.
I eye him, and it's like, I'm eyeing him in a way that it's like, I know you're lying.
Hoot, seeing that, is just not gonna say anything. He's using the Fifth Amendment that doesn't exist yet.
Why?
Amendment doesn't exist yet.
Brooke's gonna kind of look over Darius and go, it's like, he's lying. She does not care right now.
Hearing her say that, it's just gonna see that like something in him is just slowly dying as she said that out loud and is sharing it.
Hoot, I care about you, and I prefer if you didn't lie out whatever the heck making you panic. If it's something serious, I would like to know, and if it's not something serious, I would like to know why it is making you so panicky.
He's just gonna sigh. Calamus stuff coming back to Hoot, just long night. Because he's not completely lying.
Hoot, what does coming back to you mean?
Hoot made bad ideas with people there. Hoot just remembers bad ideas.
Can you repeat that to me again in like a non-Hoot voice so I can like fully like kind of process that?
Okay, so he had quote-unquote bad ideas, okay? He made some mistakes with some bad people there, and the bad mistakes are kind of haunting him again because he's had a bad night.
Okay,
so again, it's not a complete lie, and it's a half-truth, and that half-truth is a guess.
Okay. I still don't understand what you're saying because you're rambling, but... And what do you mean by that, Hoot?
Can Hoot just be left alone?
You can be. But...
But you're like someone who doesn't give a fuck.
I was about to say, it's like...
Okay,
but one...
Is she actually saying... Okay, just finish, and then I already have this response.
Okay, but one... You should know me by now, and you should know I am very interested in everybody's personal life. And two, you've always acted strange, and I'm curious as to why.
You can't just say that about people. That's really insensitive of you. I can't believe you
Hoot's
just
just
said that.
going to snap a bit, and with intimidation, he's just gonna look at her dead in the eye and just say, "Leave me the fuck alone."
Was that mimic or not?
Roll insight.
It's intimidation. That's all I'm gonna say.
Roll insight to see if that was mimic or not.
I don't even know if it's mimic or not, so let's see.
Poor Darius, he's just sat here listening to all this.
Okay.
Does a 16 override my 22 in intimidation?
That
So
doesn't.
you're
that one-
intimidating her, but she was really inside to see if it was mimic or not, because she's like, even Brooke would have been like, wait, what?
He's in a panic, so that's why he's intimidating.
Yeah, like
roll me
Brooke's
a
kind of.
quick-
What?
Roll me a quick deception, Justin.
Me? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, this is going down just because Brooke's being nosy.
Ah.
Oh boy.
Let's
Just
see
woke up
how much
too.
Hoot likes you by the end of this. 26! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God!
That's a nat 20, man. Okay, yeah. You like, oh, okay, well, maybe he used to know someone who just knew this line perfectly, and that was like a really good mimic he just did.
And honestly, with how much he tries to listen in, he could have just said to leave me alone that, fuck, Idella said when he listened to them having sex.
Yeah. I guess you remember that, do you? I guess remember that? It happened.
Oh god. Now I do.
You got hit in the face with a door, remember?
Guys, I'm panicking so much as Hoot in person, my hand is shaking.
Oh.
That's a
Okay.
mood.
Brooke's gonna be like from this because I'm not even gonna try and. She is intimidated by it. Like, okay, good. I was just curious as if you're okay, but alright, fine, whatever. And she puts her hands in her pockets and she walks away.
Brooke's not good with interrogation.
No, she isn't, because you know what? She drops it pretty early. This is one of the first times she didn't drop it, actually.
No, she did not drop it with the bird.
I imagine Darius, having seen much scarier things in this very, very short bird being snappy, is gonna stare at Hoot. Or just stare him down as he's trying to intimidate Brooke.
No.
So does Brooke walk away?
I should probably mention Brooke walked away, but she didn't like walk away. She's like still within the general vicinity.
Okay,
Would you
so
say
as soon as... Go ahead.
Would you say that you're staring at him intimidatingly?
Oh!
Well, he's not trying to intimidate, but he's trying to, like... I guess you could say he's trying to be intimidating. He's basically trying to be bigger than... Like, try and be bigger than him, almost, is the best way I can describe it.
So that would be intimidation.
You're already bigger than him.
Well, that's why he's not... It's not a good way to describe it. How do I word
I think
this?
you survive with intimidation.
No. If you understand, I'm not going to
He's
waste my
looking
breath,
at him
honestly.
intently.
Continue.
How about that? Intently. Yeah. Not intimidating, intensely.
Yeah, like trying to show he's not scared.
So as soon as Brooke walks away and he knows she's not around, he's just gonna slowly look at...
Okay, whatever.
No, like in the proximity is what I'm saying. He's gonna slowly look at Darius with like his own type of fear and frustration in his eyes, and it's almost pleading, but he's not saying anything. Like, it's clear if Darius rolls for insight and gets high again, it's clear his backstory is haunting him, and he doesn't know what the fuck to do.
The fourth wall is breaking. Still want to fix it.
I don't know how to say that in words.
Just past this one.
So I had to break the fourth wall. Yeah, his past is haunting him, but the roll for intimidation thing, I think, is what she's joking about. I mean, not intimidation, insight.
What is Darius doing?
Currently, the specific meme Damn it, can't find it. You guys
Oh god,
Well,
my
as soon as
hands are
Brooke begins
still
to leave,
shaking.
Darius Thor's going to lower his look into a very dispassionate look, though still stern.
Oh, okay. Stern daddy time. I shouldn't say that.
That's saved for a different time.
Oh god, not the bird! Not the bird!
Our stream.
Stern daddy
That's
time.
the
That's the name of my fan fiction.
At least I get to
My,
look like a woman
my
again.
Captain Crunch X Reader fanfic.
Oh god.
Why?
That's probably a thing that I'm going to Google now.
No,
Oh, it is. I've looked it up. There is Captain
Is it
Crunch
really?
fanfic. Yes.
Oh no.
I have seen
That doesn't
darkness.
surprise me.
Let's not get into this now. Let's not get into the Captain.
No, I think I'd rather talk about this. I think I'm going to care Darius and bring in my new character, Captain Crunch. He's a chaotic neutral horny bard.
Okay. Serious moment while my hands are still ice cold and shaking. So is he gonna do anything to the look that Hoot is giving him?
Well, he's going to feel bad because he's not trying to be scary. But he's going to say, "No, Hoot, we're a team here. Trying to help you. You shouldn't snap at Brooke."
He's gonna look around and make sure nobody's in hearing proximity before just slowly speaking in non-mimic. Had a journal that night. Can we talk? And like, it's clear like he's absolutely terrified with himself right now. After like everything being caught and whatnot. But
He's giving with a very slight nod and
weaker
begin
than
to.
he did with the eels.
Darius will give a very slight nod and begin to make his way towards the woods.
Who is gonna follow with his head down?
Darius is going to stop once they're at a very secluded grove.
He's gonna slowly like grab his journal again. His hands are shaking. So every time I have this book, I die, and blood. And he's like slowly like he's like occasionally like picking like random like spots where he knows where the blood is and like showing him, and he's like kind of like crying in a mixture of upsetness and just frustration. And there's these daggers that I supposedly keep looking for, and these people, and it's like clear, huh?
Guys, when you and Brooke were walking up before with when Hoot first had the book open, you rolled a 19 for perception when you were just like glancing over the page. You didn't see any blood at all, and this was one of the pages that had a lot of blood on it.
Oh damn!
Now that Hoot is showing you the book himself, suddenly you can see all the blood.
Wait a minute! I just realized something. Hoot's shown this book to 2 people, and this is the first time he's noticing this blood. Oh damn! I don't know if that's just continuity error or what.
I'm sure Peach has it all under control. She's Peach.
It's a magic
She's
book.
poor parallel universes ahead of you, mate.
Yeah, true. Plus, it's magic anyway, so it makes sense. Yeah, like I said, okay.
Continue. Hey, I stopped you at he was upset and crying. Also, yeah, Darius, you can now finally see that one of the pages that he is showing you right now is bloody as all hell, and he keeps pointing at the different words that he knows before. The 2 names that are in V-text, and then mention the 2 daggers, and then what you think is the name of them. Then you see the wren and the nightingale, and then just a lot of blood.
Okay, to put BRB in V-text, by the way.
Shit.
But my headphones just did away.
Also,
Okay,
pieces.
how about this?
Well, we could get to
Is
meet.
anybody
Yeah,
Is
we're
any-
gonna.
Hang on.
Bye, Justin.
is anybody gonna sneak and try to get a peek?
That's
I
too
mean,
late.
you're not wrong.
Who wants a
It's too
peek
late.
of the stern daddy time?
Oh no.
Again, please don't do it to the bird.
I mean,
It's
I've been
mental
wanting to do
breakdown.
something that was, but what the frick? Hey, why? Why?
It's a perfect plan because now no one wants to. You're welcome.
Hey,
So what can I say?
I was
except
gonna do something,
delete
but now,
this?
yeah. Thanks.
Oh god, I need to make that fanfic now. I already made the orc daddy. Now I need Darius daddy.
Oh,
Oh god.
Please
Please
no.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
Kate,
you
go.
fucker.
Anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna go back to Brooke, Bowie, and Alina.
I didn't actually. I'm not with them.
Well, fuck you then.
I said
He's
I
just
walked
saying
away,
in
but I was
general.
still within the general vicinity, and like
Yeah.
I could have seen them out of the corner of my eye, like still kind of just
Perception.
not corner of my eye. I don't mean that's not what I meant, but no, that's not. No, seriously, I was correcting my. I didn't even what?
just let her have it.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was kind of walking away and then kind of checking up on them, like whatever, because I was just mad. It's like, why you good snappy on me all of a sudden? What the frick?
Okay, so you rolled a 9. My judgment for this is during one of the times where you had your back to them and you were walking away, they walked away as well. And you didn't see where they went.
Oh, you know what? Brooke is determined. She's like, oh, they talk together, but they don't talk to me.
That is so in
mad.
character.
You're talking in Druidic right now?
You know
What
what?
are they talking about?
That's not what I meant. I'm like, that's just a process. It's like, oh, who talks to Doris, but he doesn't talk to me. And you know what she's gonna do? You know what she's gonna do? She's turning into that spider again.
No, she literally turning into the spider, just the determination of the spider.
Actually, how big is that spider? I probably should have realized before I turned into it.
Hang on.
Brooke is determined.
I never thought Hoot's backstory would turn into a Brooke determination.
Do you know how big a pack of Smart World secrets are?
How big? What now?
Well, I'll just post.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I didn't hear you either. You
It's too
glitched.
late. Hang on. I posted the wrong thing.
Oh. Okay, you know what? She's not turning into that thing. But like, are there small fast spiders?
Jumping spider.
Actually, yeah, I was about to say maybe I'm turning into a jumping spider, and I'm gonna try and find them.
Alright, we're gonna wait. What's Alina and Bowie doing?
No. Waking up and seeing Darius and Brooke disappear and go down towards the town. Alina's probably gonna stand up and she's going to roll up the pelt that she skinned from the deer. And she herself was heading into town. Probably just, giving them a wide berth, seeing that there was something going on. And she's gonna go find somebody around town that can probably maybe work with leather.
Before I do that, Bowie.
Bowie's, after finishing her prayers, she's actually going to just kind of sit there, space out a bit. Like, the thing that happened last night kind of affected her, like, big time. Like, no response, nothing for years praying and stuff. It just kind of went whack.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna kneel there, spaced out where she slept and stuff, not really doing much until she eventually goes hungry. Yes.
You cut it out at the end.
Ah. Discord, why?
Can we just make the dying burb sound a meme really quick?
Basically, she's just gonna stay there until she gets hungry or something.
Okay. Roll me religion, please.
Religion?
Yeah.
Watch me get another fucking that one.
Oh, it's the sound.
Oh shit, then.
Hey,
During the night, you wake up and you feel a bit downtrodden because you're like been praying to these assholes for years and there's no fucking response. You can go, I talked to Nim and my mom was there. And all moody for a moment. And then as you're sitting there thinking about what happened, start to remember a dream you had last night. And you remember that dream, saw everyone in your family that you knew passed away before you left your homeland. See everyone there except for your father, obviously, since you know he's still alive. Saw all of them. You're not really sure how long the dream was because you don't really remember most of it. You just remember seeing them. And they seem very, very real in your mind.
do I know their faces?
You recognize these people as like family members you used to know. Like you can tell that this was not a memory. This was something that you just witnessed last night.
Huh. Well, it seems like the thing is paying off, I guess. Then again, could just be a dream or some relapsing memories, who knows. But eventually, she is gonna get up and start finally wondering where the hell did everyone go.
Okay, so
Let's see
now,
if Hoot reveals everything. Come on, in the middle of the woods.
Lena,
Hmm?
going to town to do what?
Find somebody who could possibly work with leather.
Okay, where's all the meat you guys have for that deer as well? Are you guys just living out in the sun?
Most of it, well, seeing that there's most of it probably went to Penelope, if not all of it.
All of that meat?
Most of it. I mean,
She's a giant cat.
Here's the thing. Bowie most likely made them into rations, like all she could at least. At least I assume.
Burbs, you made some of it into rations. Go ahead and add 50 rations to your inventory.
50? What?
50.
holy
50.
Alright, Lois, you go into town to see if you can find anybody that knows anything to do with leather or anything to do with leather. And after a bit of searching and a bit of asking, you are able to find a tent.
She's gonna and just step towards the tent.
Okay. Go to the tent and you walk inside. And you see a dwarven man who is what appears to be already at work, even though it's 9 in the morning.
Well, Alina walks in and just goes, "Good morning," in Dwarvish.
The sound of his language, his head snaps up and he goes, "Hi, good morning," in Elvish.
That's
Not Elvish, Dwarvish.
Oh,
Oh damn. Oof.
that would have been cute.
Alina in Dwarvish again, responds, "Well, a fine morning to you. I Well, I can see that you seem to already be somebody working with leather.
Smiles and says, "Well, I would hope I am good at it. It is what I do."
Well, she's gonna from her pretty much like she's like holding it in almost like holding it like a rug in her arm. She's going to offer the hide and just go, I went hunting the other night, last night, and I managed to get some hide. I was wondering if you could possibly do something with this.
He holds his hands out to you. To put it into his arm so he can hold it.
She gives it to him.
He takes it off from you and he lays it down immediately on a table, just flattens it out, and he runs his hand along the fur, and he mutters to himself for a moment. Not really something you understand. He's just mumbling to himself, and after a moment, he looks up at you and says, "Well, you don't seems to be pretty good shape. You did a fine job skinning it. What would you like it to be made out of? What would you like made out of this?"
She's gonna just kind of have a moment thinking, as if she's just I didn't think I'll get this far kind of thing, and she's just gonna look at her tunic and just go, well, probably use some better armor, maybe.
Smiles. Not sure about armor, but I'm sure I can make you some kind of cloak.
That would also work.
Maybe some kind of leather armor.
Yeah. That would be perfect, actually.
Smiles. I'll have to get your measurements, of course, before I know how long it'll take. Is that okay with you?
Of course.
He calls out a name into the back, and after a moment, a woman walks into the room, and he calls out, Marceline, and this woman comes out. She has really curly red hair. She's also a dwarf, and he asks her to do your measurements, and then she asks you to come over to a stand nearby.
Well, Ellie's gonna take off her armor, just leaving her blue tunic on so they can get the best measurements, and she's gonna follow the dwarven lady to approach anything they need.
Only takes about 2 minutes, and she's able to get your measurements. And after he knows what they are, he thinks he's quiet for a moment, as if he is thinking. Then he says, "Well, I think I could get this done in about 2 or 3 days."
She smiles and nods and just goes, that would be fine.
He smiles again. He goes back to a table nearby, and he's going through some papers. And after a moment, he says, "Just some pretty decent leather you have here from a pretty decently non-common animal on the island. How do you say 300 gold pieces?"
She's just gonna hand over 300 gold pieces.
Smiles warmly at you and says, "Ah, someone so young. How do you have this much money, my dear? If it is okay for me to ask."
She's gonna just laugh and go, well, I'm from Magia.
Sold a boat.
And, well, we stopped at a little island called Moonhella. We were told, hey, there's some bandits. We went to go deal with them. We found a ship, and we sold the ship.
She laughs a bit. Now that's a very interesting tale. Sure, it was interesting while you did it as well.
It was something.
What was that?
You okay, Peach?
I think my cats are fighting a raccoon.
Does it sound like wrestling and
You better go help him.
Excuse me,
It
what?
sounds like they're screaming.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's probably a raccoon then.
I remember
can
I
confirm
saw
that.
I remember seeing one of those comments having a raccoon steal the party's rations as an encounter. It's Bowie
Oh.
fighting a raccoon.
God.
A magic
Maybe
raccoon.
it wasn't a raccoon. Maybe they were just fighting each other, but I don't know. I thought I heard
Oh,
them
just hope they're
screaming
not
at each other.
repopulating. Was it
Lord.
one, like, scream, or was it multiple?
I don't know. Maybe I was just staring shit.
Okay.
Anyway, she smiles and says, "Alright, little lady, this will be done in 2 or 3 days. So we'll let you know once it's done."
She's gonna smile and nod and just go, if you're looking for me, just look around. My name's Alina, by the way. Just if it makes it easier than looking around for a half-elf child.
He smiles. "You have a good day, Miss Alina."
She gives a nod and says, again, also says goodbye in Dwarvish.
Alright. Welcome back.
Oh boy.
What?
Well, one's leaving. I imagine at that point Darius and Hoot have disappeared. Just imagine she was down.
Okay.
And she's not see anyone. She's
Huh?
Huh?
Did you say?
So imagine as she comes out, she doesn't see anyone else. Because I mean, imagine Darius and Hoot in that point.
You don't see anyone else in your party.
Is Hoot going to be having an AA meeting by the end of this?
Hey.
I don't know what the other word is. Where, like, you get a group of people together.
Well, intervention?
Yeah, an intervention. Is Hoot going to have an intervention by the end of this?
I don't know, but all I know is that we should probably go back to Brooke spying. Being a good friend to Hoot. I have no idea.
Hang on.
Are you dropping eaves on us, sir? Am I gonna have to turn you into something unnatural?
I'm
Sorry, it's no polymorph?
No, but I can turn her into a cadaver.
What?
Look it up. It's kind of funny when you explain it.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Well,
And what?
not seeing anyone around, Lee's just gonna go. And she's gonna head back up to the camp, not wanting to pry or bother anyone. She's gonna head back up to the camp where Bowie is, I imagine.
I'm surprised you didn't see a spider bouncing around town.
She's not really looking down, she's more looking up.
Gonna repeat of last episode.
Alina's just looking around like, that fucking
So-
spider stuff.
Should I roll perception
No.
just to see if I do see it?
So,
Sure.
Yes.
Please.
When you return to camp, you see Bowie currently fighting a raccoon.
Oh, you don't.
You did
Natural
it.
20.
Oh,
damn.
30.
Yeah, you would have seen a little spider jumping around.
Does she see anything else with a 30? My god. That's like Hoot vanishing into thin air.
She just sees the astral plane, which is at it. No. She sees the spider and just kind of narrows her eyes. And she just looks and keeps on watching it. And I'm gonna roll
You just watch it. It's like a flea. It's like a flea. It just keeps bouncing around like randomly. Like,
and Alina
that's
is
not how a spider acts.
Alina's curiosity is too much. She's gonna attempt to catch the spider, not knowing it's Brooke.
She's following Brooke.
Roll sleight of hand. And Brooke, roll me a dex save.
Oh god.
Oh fuck, I did it again.
Lois, how dare you? In my own house. In my own house. How dare you? Can't believe you disrespected me in this way.
That one. That one.
Come on. Come on.
That one. That one.
Exclamation point, Lois.
Fuck!
Yes.
Spider is able to slip out of your hands.
Are you gonna chase the spider?
Hang on, do I have anything that I can use to chase the spider? Give me a second.
Oh, a dragon and a dog.
What is this?
Look, Alina's curious about animals and she just saw a giant. Oh.
No. Oh no.
Hey, could I possibly use
Oh, God.
Druidcraft to make a plan to block the spider. To try and
No, what?
possibly
I
use
will
druid.
allow it.
Brooke, jump!
I will allow this.
What is this anymore? What is this? What save do I need to make?
Roll me a dex save to avoid being caught by a plant.
And then you unshift.
Oh my gosh.
17. What should I
This is so
roll?
stupid.
Do me an Arcana.
Alright. Actually, I'm actually good at Arcana. I think that's one of my proficiencies. Yeah, it is.
Oh no.
Oh, is that what that means?
Nat 20.
Arcana.
Nat 1.
Now
Nat 1.
This is so
Nat 1.
No!
No!
Okay, Lois, you watch as the spider, it slips out of your hands, it lands, and it tries to jump. And you were able to time it just perfectly. And Brooke, you watch as a flower that you really didn't notice before suddenly shoots up. And you land right in the middle of the flower.
Roll to evade.
Oh, try and grab the spider again.
I'm gonna try and I'm not even gonna jump, I'm just gonna skitter away.
Acrobatics.
Lois,
Yeah.
roll sleight of hand, and Brooke rolls dex save.
She just
Actually,
like all she sees is tiny cute little spider. She wants it to check it out.
19. Yeah, you've been caught. Look, Brooke, you've been caught. Too happy.
Bite! Can't giant spiders even bite?
They can.
I don't think they bite very hard.
Anyway, let me just check what. Oh, he's just gonna just.
Oh no, she doesn't have
Just Brooke's just like.
Every time she goes into an animal or wild shape, it's always a meme. Literally every single time. First it was the horse, now it's the spider.
First was the horse, then it was the wolf,
There was
then it
that
was
one
the
time
spider,
it
now it's
wasn't
the
a meme and
spider
she turned
squared.
into a mouse to save Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you guys were in that room and you guys were choking to death on the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that one.
Alright, well, Ellie's gonna pick up the little spider, kind of cup it in her hands, and she's just gonna waddle back to the camp.
Brooke's unwild shaping.
Sure.
Okay,
I need to
Lena,
know how this goes.
you hold this little spider and you're like, oh, you're so cute. And you're like, you're adoring its little eyes.
Yeah, she's like cupping it. She's like kind of like half cupping it and just going, "You're a curious little one, aren't you? I just want to see
You
you."
start to walk back to the camp.
I could have
As you're
sworn I
like,
seen you before.
as you're like halfway to camp, suddenly it's on top of you.
Brooke's like going,
Yeah, the
like as she
spider.
unwild shapes.
And at the spider, and the next suddenly Brooke is on top of you.
Well, I imagine the fact that the weight would push it into
I'm
they would
lightheaded.
tumble on top of each other, right? They would fall.
Huh?
Imagine like a wild chippy in her hands would cause it to fall down, right?
Yeah, you both are on the ground.
Brooke fell on her butt.
Oh, I mean, imagine she fell on top of Alina because.
Yeah,
she's
I
gonna be
know,
holding
yeah.
her. Well, I said, Brooke, what the? Brooke, you're on me.
Brooke just like scrambles to get off of her. She's like still on the ground, like.
Brooke, what the hell?
I was looking for Hoot, okay?
The spider.
Alina just has this look on her face as if she just looks so done.
Hey, Lois, I want you to, what would you roll for this?
History?
No, Brooke, after saying that, it's like,
Insight?
oh god.
Oh!
What do you want me to do?
Roll me history with advantage.
Okay, history. Okay.
Oh, I get it. Uh-huh.
I want to
Alright.
see if she would have put the dots together that, wait. She was just a fucking
Nat one,
weird
nat one.
Dirty 20.
It's a 24?
Dirty 20. I did the 4. You said with advantage.
You were able to put the dots together, like, she was just a weird acting spider, and then you think of the day before, you were walking back and you're like, Wait a fucking minute.
She on the ground. She kind of like has this look of realization, and she just looks at Brooke, and she doesn't have like an angry face, but it's more of a disappointed and just rather hurt look. She's like, "Wait, you followed me?"
Just
Oh,
like the
shit.
following.
She doesn't actually say that. She just kind of. To be fair, in my defense, I didn't actually see you until I was leaving.
What? You still
That was
followed
a
me in the
shit
woods.
defense.
You followed me. If you wanted to come, you could have just asked, Brooke. You'd have to follow me. And
I'll be right back. You guys continue RPing.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was gonna talk about that, but then Hoot got on my mind, and I'm sorry. And I didn't know I could have just. Alina, look, what after just happened? I was on edge as well, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay. It wasn't my normal, like, oh, hey, look, a child, must protect. That was just.
so you followed me. So you heard a lot.
Yeah, I was
Kind of
gonna.
narrow her eyes, but it's not. She doesn't look angry, but she looks just more betrayed.
I was gonna talk to you about it immediately after, but I lost my train of thought, and then Darius wasn't coming back, and I was like, oh frick. And then I was like, okay, I'll tell you first thing tomorrow. And then Hoot being Hoot, so I was like, I'm gonna go check up on him.
I like how that's just a saying now. I'm sorry, I had to add that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for it to. I didn't think anything would get. You don't have to accept my apology.
I accept it, but I'm not happy with you right now. Just do whatever the hell you were doing, and she's just gonna pick herself up to the floor and just leave and walk back to camp.
Brooke's gonna. I don't know what Brooke's gonna do, actually. She's not gonna do anything.
Is she gonna head back to camp, or is she gonna go investigate?
No. She's not doing anything.
I'm actually upset.
She's she's gonna slowly pick herself back up, mumble to herself, why the fuck am I always like this? And she's gonna go back to camp.
Well, as you get back to camp, Alina's already there, so what's Bowie doing at camp when Alina gets back?
Bowie is currently carving the bones that she prepared last night. Like, she set them up to dry so that it wouldn't be damp and flexible, so that it's much easier to carve before she actually treats it to be hardened.
I'm just now picturing a bendy bone, and it's making me shiver. I don't.
Yeah, bones are fucking flexible.
I don't like that image. Stop.
Yeah.
When Alina gets back to camp, she's just gonna grab her bow, grab her dagger, and just some basic equipment. Just go. I'm going for a long walk, Bowie. I need a bit of a distance away from Brooke right now. And she.
Wait.
What
happened? Did something happen?
She followed me into the woods yesterday and didn't tell me. She followed me secretly. I'm not very happy with her right now.
I'll give her
That doesn't sound like she accepted an apology.
She accepted it, but she feels very hurt and betrayed because she feels like, oh yeah, they trust me, and then you follow her into the woods, she's like, oh no, they don't trust me.
That wasn't a trust
So
thing,
much
though.
for the
I know.
coconut container.
I'll give her a talk then. Just, make sure that you come back on time. Otherwise, will send a search party out there. And that search party will include me.
I'll be back on time. She could like whistle for Colbart to follow her as well, so she's not entirely alone.
A question: where are you going?
Someplace someplace away. Maybe back to that church. I don't know. Just somewhere, just away.
Well, the church seems like to us, despite all the dead bodies.
She's just gonna just sigh and just kind of just mumble to herself, but still audible, and just go, I just wish people seemed like they actually trusted me.
Well, I trust you.
Thanks, Bowie.
Hopefully that's enough to keep hope in some people. Daria seems to trust you enough to, not chase you around everywhere. Then again, I'm not even sure if he cares that much about other people in the first place.
She just shrugs and just goes, I don't know.
Anyways, yeah. If you don't come back at a reasonable time, I will check the church, and if you're not there, there will be a.
She nods and understands and just goes, I'll try and be back before the sun goes down, but I'll probably be back before then. I just need to just take a moment to breathe.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Thank you, Bowie.
Besides, the next time we meet up, we might need a new plan of some sort. A plan to advance throughout these lands and search for our goal.
Mm-hmm. Before that as well, that pelt, I brought it to a dwarf who does leather. They should be making me something with that within the next 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days. Okay, I'll keep note of that.
Thank you. I'll be back soon.
Then again,
go on.
Sorry.
No, go on.
It's best for you to write it down in your notebook. Besides, a cat like me, who has the memory of a cat,
I don't know what that means, but
he can forget main details really easily.
She's gonna, from her notebook, she's gonna like flick, not at the back, but more like, she's gonna flick into a notebook. And I go to what looks like a middle page. There's no writing. She's gonna like tear it out and just write it down. And just hand it out and just, hand it out and like tear it off as well, so the fact that she's got most of it blank and just gives off the small like little like strip and just goes, there we go, just in case.
And you know what? Just to put a smile on Alina's face, she's gonna grab it with her maw. Like, just grab it with her teeth and stuff and just be like, nodding in approval.
She's gonna give a chuckle, and as she's gonna turn back and probably see Brooke heading her way, and she's just gonna sigh and just go, I'll see you around, Bowie. I'll be back later. If the others ask for where I am, you can tell them what happened.
Alrighty, but I'll be sure to give Brooke a talk, I guess.
Thanks.
Doc, she already knows she fucked up.
And she's gonna, leave with a bow and just some basic stuff, is just gonna just head off down the hill, down to the clearing, and disappear into the woods.
She would. Sorry.
Go ahead. What is it?
She would say to keep the bow, but it's too late now.
She's got a bow with her, so.
I thought she said she laid it down.
No, she's a bow and some basic equipment and heads off.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Pretty much Alina is very upset with Brooke, so is going for a walk in the woods to just calm down.
What did you guys do? What did you guys talk about? What was that?
Brooke was, for the first part, was kind of lying, and then just kind of was like, yeah, I meant to tell you, but I just never got around to it. Like, I'm sorry. Kind of type thing.
Okay. Now, where's Brooke at?
She just got to the camp. She's looking really down. She actually angrily kind of plucked all the flowers out of her hair.
Ooh,
Girl back.
No.
they grow back.
Her hands are in her pockets actually right now, and are the tents up now, or is nobody still bothered to set the tents up?
No one
No.
bothered to set up tents.
Nobody set them up yet.
It's been nice weather. We don't care.
Yeah. Well, Brooke's gonna sit down kind of across from Bowie and just go kind of look down.
I guess something's in at you.
No, she says, every single time. Do it every time.
Well, Boo's just gonna speak up and just be like, well, something's eating at you.
I saw Lena kind of. She was here and then she left, I'm assuming.
She told me everything that happened, and she went elsewhere to calm down.
That's justifiable.
Anyways, since you're here, we might as well do something that we were supposed to do since yesterday.
What?
Instead of answering that, Boo's just gonna toss the tent at Brooke.
God.
That.
Brooke looks up, like, I'm assuming the tent hit her.
No, most likely at their feet or something.
Okay. Just looks up and then looks back down at it and just kind of. You're right. We should have done this yesterday.
Well, you could get it set up now so that the rest have a place to stay. Alina should be back by sundown.
Alright.
Earlier than.
Alright. Just so you know, I'm not exactly the best at setting up tents, but I'll try my best.
Look, just make sure you don't get any cloth teared. I'll teach you the rest of what I know. I'm in the midst of carving bones at the moment for important. So
I can see.
Alright. We're gonna.
sorry. Maybe it can clear your mind just to figure out how tents work. That's what she's gonna say to Brooke.
Okay. We're gonna jump finally back to Darius and Justin.
Yay!
Yay!
Story time. Where's the popcorn? I got a stick of butter right here
You
with
guys have
no
the
control.
floor.
So Darius now sees the page covered in blood.
That's fucked up.
What?
That's fucked up.
I know, but do I try to find these daggers like normal? Do I keep the book? Do I like? He's clearly having like a mental break after this, realizing he's missed all of these things. These weren't in here last week. I should know.
Shut
I
up
read this.
and calm down. You're panicking. Just calm down.
His hands are gonna be shaking as he like slowly like puts them to the sides of his head, and he's trying to take a deep breath, just clearly freaking out. How to calm?
I don't know. Hit me.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Hit me. I usually punch something when I'm mad.
He's gonna slowly look up before looking down and shaking his head. No, I asked for help. not gonna hit you.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I'm in a few emotion. We should just sit down for a minute.
The fact that he actually tried to offer advice to Hoot. What is this?
This is great. That's what
The
it is.
fact that he offered Hoot to possibly hit him and Hoot declined shows character development.
Continue.
This is great.
Who last spoke?
He told you to hit him and you
I
declined.
don't know.
Hello?
Hello?
I
Told
think
him
we're taking
to-
turns here. I believe it's you. Who?
Darius told you to hit him and you declined.
Not gonna hit you. I'm asking for help. I shouldn't hit you. I'm not mad. Just I don't know what to do. And he's like gonna look up with him with like absolutely like his look is a mixture between what the hell do I do and what the fuck is going on. These they weren't in there last week or even yesterday. I just went to look at it last night after we said stuff and now and then there's new stuff in there. I've seen that daily.
So look at this right. Their book now has blood in it and words that you don't recall writing that you haven't seen before. Talking about daggers. Is that correct?
Yeah, like even drawings have the daggers.
I'll be back in a tick. I need to look up something. Should have done this before the session. I apologize.
Okay. Drum rolling in the distance.
Just imagine how weird it would have been if Hoot actually pricked himself with his old blood and his wings appeared. How the hell would he hide that then?
Is he what?
Remember how I said he pricked himself with his old blood?
Yeah.
If his wings came back, he would have absolutely no way to hide that for an hour.
I don't think. Yeah, never mind. I'll give it to you. It's your backstory.
Well, what do you mean?
I was just trying to remember the lifespan of Big Kenku. I'm like, I don't know.
60 years. 60 years is the lifespan. I remember. I did the math 14 different times. But no, I'm just saying in general, if he did somehow get his wings back without everybody knowing, that's going to be a hard thing to hide.
It only lasts for an hour.
I know, but still. The chances of him being dumb enough and having them crash into something because he's not used to it or instantly trying to fly and forgetting how to, he'd be seen.
Okay.
But that would have been interesting. Petrifying.
I just keep seeing Kit typing, and then she stops. And then she keeps typing, and then she stops. What do you have to say, woman? Say it!
Speak, woman! Speak!
It's fair. Story.
She also followed Alina that last time because she had a coconut to use as a container.
Mm-hmm. You.
Well, at least now I know Hoot's in whatever the AA meeting thing is called is only going to be consisting of him and Darius.
Intervention.
Yeah, intervention. I'm sorry, I cannot remember that word for the life of me.
Lois.
Yeah.
Lou.
Ooh.
As weird as this sounds, would Darius and Hoot be in the same like direction as Elena, or are they in two complete opposite directions? That's a genuine question.
I'm not sure actually.
I want to say that you guys were in town when you went into the woods, and I think Alina was as well. So you guys are pretty close to each other right now. I don't know she's there, but
She's also really mentally distressed right now, so I don't think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, she's upset. Like,
I was just
you
yeah, I know.
Like, you know that she acted the way that she did was because of how close Brooke was to finding about her thing. That's why she's.
Oh, definitely.
That's why she's mad and kind of acted the way she did because how close Brooke was about finding out about her thing.
are you okay?
Hey, intimidation of 23.
Are you okay?
Who?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure, like, any drama
really
that happens in D&D.
Oh no, I don't feel like there was any. Yeah, no. I'm just quiet because I'm just tapping on my screen a lot because of typing, and I know you guys can hear that sometimes.
Okay.
Aren't you also eating cake, possibly?
That was like an hour ago.
Oh, she
Something.
has a
Has it already been
meatball,
an hour?
meatball.
Oh my god. I don't know if it was an hour ago. I don't know. It was some time ago.
Still, I heard cake
Jokes on
cutting.
you. She had a birthday meatball. It's not a cake. How dare you?
You had cake after the meatball.
I want
Wait,
fucking
there's legit.
birthday meatball.
What's a birthday meatball? I'm curious now.
Her mom put a birthday candle on a ball for her dad to blow out.
That sounds amazing.
No, it does not.
I like meatball more
Well,
than
you know what
cake.
does sound amazing? A
Pot.
regular meatball packed with mozzarella cheese.
Oh, yes.
I
You
have
want
some
me
of
to
those in
make
my
that?
freezer.
Do you want me to make that for you, Peach?
I have some in my freezer.
How about homemade stuff?
Hell yes.
Well, I can make them homemade too.
I'm so hungry now. I have an
You
entire
live so
sub
far
sandwich
away.
I could eat.
How about you stop talking about Subway because
No, not a
Subway's
Subway
here
sandwich.
and-
It's just a sub sandwich, not a Subway sandwich.
Say, you can't talk about Subway in this chat because Subway in my town was shut down for some reason. That makes me very sad because I love Subway.
It's sad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sad.
I feel sad for you.
Shall we continue D&D?
I'm waiting for JT because we're doing
Ah, okay.
story.
JT was googling his
Oh,
thing.
Oh yeah, Peach, I should probably share this.
You won't.
I will.
Oh shit, he did. Yes. More burb.
Soon. I don't have enough money.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Oof.
He has returned.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, sorry that took so long. I was trying to find something specific, but mission failed.
It's fine.
It's okay. You'll get it next time.
We'll get them next time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just sad I couldn't find it.
Okay.
No one likes when their mission fails and they have to get them next time.
Alright, what was being said?
Hoot begging for help, pretty much. Trying to figure out what the help.
Was I describing something when JT disappeared? What was it?
No, JT was asking about the dagger and the words and the blood just randomly appearing.
Yeah, you had just said that it's even in your drawings.
And then he went to go look for something online.
Okay.
Back when I was in the military, the religions, they're usually stomped on immediately, but the religions of creatures called grave knights. That's all I got. I don't know magic or anything.
What's a grave?
Well, it looks like a zombie. That's also all I got. Look, I don't think it's helpful. It's just the only thing I got. I don't know much about undead. I don't know much about magic. I wasn't paid to think.
It's better than nothing.
Have you ever seen these daggers before?
Not in this life, I don't think. In past lives, I apparently found them, but it's like the past me said that I was being like followed or paranoid or something. And I think I don't know if I've been killed after I got them sometimes, or if the daggers are connected to me being like hunted down or something. I don't remember how I died. Don't know what led up to the daggers or my deaths.
Can I see your book again?
He slowly nods and hands it to.
What are you looking for?
I know it's a bit of a long shot, but Darius has caused a lot of blood splatters in his time. Can you recognize the angle at which these splatters were made? Or how they were made?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
There was one, you can probably tell.
Yes, I might. Let's go.
It will let you have this because you are an experienced military man. On the first page, it looks like you can tell from the handwriting he was being very panicky, like he was trying to finish what he was saying. And then the blood splatter looks like someone slit his throat while he was writing. And then more, you see that maybe he was stabbed in some places. Maybe he coughed, and as he was coughing, he just died from blood loss. Each one seems to be different.
It's the Illuminati.
Also, while you are going through the book and looking at anything, you read any of it? Just like to see if you can get any clues?
Out of respect, he's not going to try and read, but I imagine he's going to see a few things in passing.
He's also
And if he sees something particularly juicy, he's going to read it.
Oof, for 584 years, there's a lot.
Juicy in the relevant way, not juicy in like, ew, drama. Ooh, he lost a wife. That's what I want to see.
Oh no, he would not write about his wife like that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me perception.
Ooh,
20.
Stacy got a new boyfriend. The problem can wait.
20, not 20.
19. That's not bad.
As you are going through this book, you see the same two names that Hoot saw last time. I will post them again. See here and Zettel.
Oh god, who's echoing?
I'm echoing. Please make it go away. Ah!
I'm gonna get stopped.
And typing.
Tap 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 tap.
Honestly, it's the best background noise.
We're gonna do some JSMR.
Why are we whispering? It's our new ASMR.
Because we're doing JSMR. I got a can of Mountain Dew, not sponsored by Candy Mountain Dew. Hit me up, and I will begin tapping on it while reading. Whose journal?
Please stop.
What you get for starting the stream without telling us. I don't forgive, and I don't forget. Your soul will burn.
Oh, it feels
Right, what are you doing, JC?
I'm doing JSMR. What are you talking about?
Oh, JC,
Now all I'm thinking is the 5-gun commercial and how it feels to chew 5-gun, and it's just JT typing. Stimulate your senses.
actually, it's slow. It's a bad thing.
There you go.
JC, what is Darius doing when he sees these two names?
I need a highlighter.
Dude, what are these names here?
He's gonna look at him and then just look back. I don't remember. Those are one of the new things that appeared.
Yes.
What?
Tell me history.
Ooh! You rolled something. What's my history? +2. Come on, not 20, not 20, not 20.
That one.
Fuck!
What's happening?
Can I re-roll?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Hey, I got a question. Unless you'd like to try the setting or anything, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Sort of a weird one, but do these names seem regional at all? Like, you know how on Earth you can tell if a name's like Oriental or British just by the way it's sort of spelled and shaped? Can I tell anything like that from this page?
Can.
Thank you for helping me with a history essay.
Are you that, Lois?
Peach is just happy noises, happy golem noises right now.
All I know is when Hoot gets back the book again, he's gonna try and remember the stupid history thing.
Okay, so hold on. I had to look through my notes. Okay, so there's one name, JT, that Darius does recognize because if you've seen it before, like you were in the military, people in the military are religious. You recognize the name of Zogir.
I'm Googling this now.
You don't really recognize Zeto though. Don't bother though, Justin, because they're my homebrew things.
Oh, I wanted to know out of character.
No.
Okay, I tried. I know, I gave you permission not to tell me anything.
You motherfuckers. Fuck you.
Just that silence.
Thank you very much.
So what's Darius gonna do with that information? He recognizes one name, not the
Wait,
other.
just give me a second. I was gonna look up something, but then I forgot. I need to remember.
Would he know the type of god?
Whatever.
I think
Yeah.
it's what are you talking about?
Well, he knows the name, so that's what I'm saying. Would he know the context of it?
Yeah, can I make a religion check to try and remember more?
Yeah, you can.
Darius is an atheist. I'm not gonna do well.
Hey, Hoot's kind of an atheist too. He only believes in death.
Now.
Yeah, I never went to church. Sorry, bud.
Damn it. Yeah, no, you don't know shit.
But Bowie might.
Bowie might?
Yeah, but Bowie decided to stay back at the camp and not investigate Hoot. So unless he outs himself,
Then we're gonna have.
Okay, so
ow, my throat. Ow, fuck. Ow, fuck.
So I rolled history again for when he gets back the book, and I got a 16. And then I rolled religion for whenever Darius tells him, in case he thinks he knows what he's talking about. So both of them are 16.
Fuck yeah.
Also, just spastic typing. That's amazing.
I just was like, fuck yeah.
I remember saying. I'll turn off my mic now.
No, I like for ASMR.
Alright, whose story is ready reviewing?
Googling.
JT, fucking Googling.
I don't think you do it on purpose sometimes, just because, you know, we like it, but, like, I still love that you do it.
You do it
It's
just
not always
like
on purpose. I just forget how loud it is sometimes. I told you guys, I'll fucking tell you again. My mic is integrated on inside my computer, so no matter what I do, it's always gonna come.
Oh, don't apologize. It's our soundtrack.
Welcome to Battle of Calamus soundtrack. Here we have track 1, JT Type. Here we have track 2, JT
Peach dying of laughter.
Track 3, JT typing furiously.
All right.
Track 4, Peach dying of laughter. Track 5, Kit dying of laughter. Track 6, Burb
Kid
dying.
specifically.
Track 7, May and Gizmo meowing in sync.
Nice.
Track 8, Justin trying to make terrible jokes and it's
Let
not
us
landing.
go.
Anyway.
Did you get the thing, JT?
Yeah, I did.
Do you
It's
remember
unrelated
the thing?
though, so you're not. Yeah, I did, but it's unrelated, so I'm not going to tell you guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Hoot. Do you remember the name? Peach, please say. I forgot how.
We'll just call them Z
It's
and
Zahor.
X.
Mr. Z.
Zahor.
It's Imran
No.
Zakayev. We're talking about Mr.
No.
Z now.
No, it's Zahor.
Zahor.
It's the
Yeah.
whore.
Zahor
Got it.
with a Z.
It's a German whore. The whore.
Nice. You officially killed them all.
Who's squirting the spray bottle?
If any German corporations are watching this, I did not mean that. Please sponsor us. And now we see Calamus laugh track number 4.
Who needs the
Calamus.
Seinfeld laugh track when you have the Calamus laugh track?
Calamus laugh track number 5. JT singing Your Turn to Roll. Coming soon to theaters near you. I promise it'll happen. I promise I haven't forgotten.
So what about the whore?
Hoot. Have you ever heard the name Zahur before?
Okay, if you're laughing right now, please mute yourself.
Mute yourself or I'll kick your fucking balls.
Oh, my throat, that hurts so bad.
Same, bro.
Okay, since I know what he's asking, Peach, since I got a 16 in religion, would he at least know that he heard the name possibly in like some religious context? Or is it 16 too low?
I'll tell you when he finishes his sentence.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Finished. You.
Say it again, because I didn't hear it.
Peach is not citrus-based fruit. What if peaches have again of them? Just a minute, it's important. Also, I said, have you ever heard the name Zahur before?
Okay, so no.
Ow! Yeah, you've heard it before. You know it's a god of some sort.
I think it's something religious. Some type of god, but I don't remember anything. It's been so long. The only thing I know is death.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I've heard the name, and it's on the tip of my damn tongue, but I can't remember shit.
Who's gonna sigh and think for a moment? Could you ask Bowie for me?
I'll do it. Yeah.
He's gonna slowly take back the book and just try and figure out the context around where the word Zahor is wrote. And within the history of 16 that I ruled earlier for him taking the book back, does that do anything?
I hate you. I did not realize until a moment ago that word sounded like a German whore. Thank you for bringing light to my eyes. I did not realize.
You're very welcome.
On purpose.
I trust me, I feel you there. Whenever I don't know names very well, I just default to the same ones. Anyone who plays my campaigns will know there's a lot of people named Azadan.
Alright, Justin, what was your question again?
I rolled a 16 for history earlier for when he took back the book. If he's looking around the name Zahor, and however you pronounce the other one, would he figure out anything with the context of the history roll for 16?
Do you also roll religion?
I rolled religion the second time. If you look between the 2 and the 3 that Darius or JT rolled, I got 2 16s.
Okay. You have definitely heard both of those names before.
Hello?
It got so quiet, I didn't know if anyone could hear me.
You've definitely heard those names before. Silence. That's all 16.
I didn't know if anyone could hear me because I didn't hear anything. No one said anything. I didn't hear any sounds. I didn't hear any cats. I don't know what happened. Alright, so you have definitely heard these names before. Seen these names before. But you're not entirely sure at the moment where you've seen them or how you know what they are.
He's gonna sigh and just slowly close the book. Elena's smart. She found out about everything. Do you think she might know anything?
She might. I don't know the extent of her religious studies. As far as I'm aware, she only knows about Sylvanas, but I haven't asked her for anything. I think Bowie's the obvious first choice, though.
Yeah. But Elena said she's book smart. She might know something about the daggers or something. If you see anything anywhere about any of this, please come to me. It's been long enough. I want answers. I don't know what the hell my life is anymore.
I'll find something. I promise you, if I recall anything, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you. It means a lot. And thank you for saving me yesterday. I owe you a lot more credit than I ever gave you.
Don't mention it. It's the normal thing to do.
You should probably head back before Brooke wonders about us. I'm just gonna stay here for a bit.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be off, but don't wander too far. Stay safe out here, Hoot. I'll see you around.
See you, Darius. Thank you.
Jay finally got
Perhaps.
There he sort of turns and bows his head as in lieu of a wave goodbye and begins to make his way back to camp.
And Hoot's gonna slowly sink to the ground and just stick his beak back in that book, just trying to figure out anything.
Alright, we're gonna jump to Alina.
Oh, okay. Well, like I was just telling you, Alina's she's just walking in the woods. She's not following any coherent path. She's just walking. Just looking around, maybe just looking for somewhere just to settle down. Not for like the night, but just settle down for maybe an hour or two. Probably looking for some kind of like small water source, whether it be a pond or a stream or just somewhere she can just settle down by.
You're able to easily find a stream.
She'll find a little clearing and just sit down. And she is just gonna just sit down and just kind of like have her head pull up her legs by her chest and just kind of rest her, just kind of put like her chin on her knees and just kind of just not yell, but like I can't yell, but she's just gonna just say out loud, just she was so close to finding out. If I hadn't said that last thing in Sylvan, she would have found out. And she's saying this in, Draconic to Kintry.
You say, Liz, I'm sorry.
She said, Brooke was so close to finding out in Draconic to Kintry.
Just rubs up against you for a moment, and then he doesn't really say anything, but after a moment you see him fly up into a nearby tree, You hear him say in your head, "Dragon,
Dragon? She's gonna like
dragon."
she's gonna stand up and curiously, just look. What do you mean, Kindry?
Go near the tree, and after a moment, he pops out, and right behind him, you see tiniest little thing. Looks like a cherry. The dragon, like it's obviously a dragon. Um, it's much smaller than Kentry. It's smaller than a pseudo dragon, from what you can see. It's like, hang on, I have the picture saved somewhere. Fake. It's
Time
one
for
of those
adopting your
dragons that does
pets.
not have. No, one of those dragons that does not have legs. It's considered a dragon still. Don't fight me on this.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's
Like
a
a Linon or an Eastern dragon.
Where's the picture, you bitches? Jeez, I know I've saved it somewhere. Oh, fine, whatever. I'll find it later. But it's like a really nice cherry red.
Oh, Wyvern.
I'm calling it a dragon.
Okay, I'm just saying if you wanted pictures.
But it has like a little dragon head. It's a really nice cherry color, and it's pretty long. It looks anyone who was just passing by could have mistaken it for a snake, but it's obviously a little dragon.
He's just gonna walk ahead curiously and, approach the dragon quite carefully. Very curious, and she's gonna, in Draconic, just say, "Oh, hi there."
Found it. I was mistaken. It does have legs. They're just really small.
Who needs legs? Legs are overrated anyway.
Yeah, look at snakes. They're surviving well off without any legs.
You see.
Oh, look at it. So cute. Oh god, I'm echoing.
The little dragon, he tilts his head at you, and you see him. He has like a little cherry, like a wild cherry in his mouth, and you watch as he just like pops it up and eats it as he's watching you. You see Kentry. He looked really happy that he just found one of his own kind, like dragon friend.
Well, imagine there's a bunch of cherries on this tree than just the one that he was eating.
It's like a little wild cherry tree thing.
We eating good tonight, boys.
Well, any of the branches in reach?
Yes.
Alina is, and well, it's gonna make how they do any of them look like unripe?
No, actually, they look like they're right.
All right. Well, he's gonna pick a few, and she's probably gonna take like a small handful to take back to the group if they want some. And she's gonna look at the little dragon and just go, "Well, aren't you really cute?"
Its little body puffs a bit at you upon being called cute.
You can try and deny it, but you're adorable.
Tree seems to be happy that you are distracted at the moment.
Maybe I shouldn't have snapped at Brooke like that. I regret it, but at the same time, she shouldn't have followed me without asking. I get it. I'm young. This is a dangerous place, but I thought by now I could prove that I could look after myself. She just like pace for a moment before just kind of just looking at the little cherry dragon and just kind of like looking at the cherries and just kind of just almost thinking. She's gonna like have her brain just kind of just like go through some moments. She's go, I have a very quick idea that might make it up to Brooke and, well, something that might benefit the rest of the group. And she is going to whistle for Kintry to follow, wave goodbye to the little cherry dragon, keeping a handful of cherries still on her, and she's gonna head back to town.
As you do so, just as you're leaving, you are actually able to watch the dragon moves much quicker than you thought it could ever move. And it's one moment it's there, and then the next moment it skitters really quickly into the leaves of the tree, and it's gone. Like, think of how quick you've seen like certain little lizards.
Yeah.
This thing is just in an instant. He's just gone. You don't even know where he went.
I don't know how many people you guys know what slow worms are, but I'm imagining how quick a slow worm sometimes moves, which is kind of ironic that they're called slow worms, yet they move really bloody fast. But wait, yeah, Alina is gonna head back to town. And when she's back in town, and I think I told Peach I was gonna do this like a few weeks ago, and I think she might have forgot, but Alina's gonna look around for somewhere that might sell sweet items.
Oh yeah, I remember now. It takes you some time to look, but you are eventually able to find a small tent where someone is selling sweets.
As such, I'm just gonna DM you what I'm doing and how much, because I'm gonna give me a second.
Dude. Execute order 66.
No, 69. Get it right.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, shit. My bad. Execute order 660.
Execute order 420. The dank order.
Execute order 621.
I fucking knew it. I was waiting for
If someone was gonna do it,
Yeah.
might as well have been me.
I was like, either you, Greg, or myself was gonna do that joke.
Wait, I don't get that joke
Shut
now.
up.
Okay. So it'll be fine. It'll be
Monosodium
fine.
glutamate.
Oh, whoa.
We're such fucking degenerates. Anyway, well, I DM'd you, Peach. Alright, well, yeah, she's going to pay 50 gold for the item, and she's going to ask for them to be wrapped, if possible, to keep them a bit of a secret.
The woman at the tent smiles and is able to do so. The thing that you bought is discreetly wrapped.
Well,
Hey. You sound like Waluigi when you did that.
Anyway, well, now she's back at town quicker than she expected. She is going to head up to where the tents were, much quicker than she expected to be. She's going to head back up to where they were setting up camp. And I think everyone's there apart from Hoot. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Was there but Hoot? I think.
Yeah. And so she's gonna, return back to the camp and just go. She's gonna look up. Where's Brooke? Kid died.
Huh?
Where's
Okay, come back.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
What? Kai, what time would it be? But is it like dark out? Is it?
No.
No.
It's still like
No.
noon.
It's noon?
Yeah, by the time everyone begins coming back, everyone besides Hoot, of course, it is around noon.
Okay.
Also, none of you have eaten today.
Yeah.
That's literally why I was asking that question.
Don't yell at me, I'm sensitive.
Yeah, Brooke's snacking on something.
Fair.
She's like looking at everyone like, why haven't you eaten?
Yeah, Lois.
Yeah.
Brooke is in the camp.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone is apart from Hoot. Well, he's gonna come up from town and just go. Afternoon.
Hey, y'all are hungry?
Hey.
She just give a nod to Brooke, but She doesn't have a smile but not an angry look. Almost just like a respectful nod, just like, hey.
Brooke kind of just, I don't know how to describe the smile, just like, like that straight face, just like a kind of face. Like, that's the face she has right now, and she just kind of looks to the left, like, as she says hi. Like,
And just like sigh seeing that, and she's just gonna sit down, and I would say that she's tense, but she's a little bit on edge around Brooke.
Would you say she's a tent?
No, I wouldn't say she's tense, but she's a little bit on edge.
no. What you said, she's intent.
No, she's not.
That was a bad joke.
Why is it that I'm always late on most of the jokes, but this is the one time I'm the only one who actually got it?
Lois, you kept saying like she's she's intense, and it kept sounding like you were saying intent, like 10 tense. So I'm like, no, she's 1 tense. What are you talking about?
No, really the one.
The one time I get the joke, everybody else doesn't get it.
It's fine.
I'm so glad you got it though. Continue. Don't die, dear Lord.
I told you guys know this when I laugh too much, or like, I was like, at this point, it's just if I laugh at all, I start coughing.
Well, anyway. She's just gonna sit down and just kind of nervously rub the back of her neck, and she's like, yeah, I'm a little bit hungry. I kind of lost my appetite with, well. But I did actually, on my little, I don't know, gander, I did actually find something. And she's going to, in like a little tray or something, I guess, like using like the mess kit or something, she's gonna like pull out all the little cherries. Like a nice little handful of cherries that she collected.
No. Too bad I won't be able to give them for now.
I mean, it's something. And I know Hoot's not here, but I'm sure he will be alright. I don't know where he is, but...
Speaking of Hoot, Darius was Hoot okay?
Yeah, he's alright. They're just gonna give a very pointed look, like a very meaningful look. Like, not for a long time, but just long enough for Brooke to notice before dropping it again.
She nods.
Oh, Mr. Silent Protagonist to you. Sorry. Oof.
What?
Mr. Silent Protagonist is here.
Shut up,
Mr.
you're
Silent anime protagonist.
It could be worse. It could be a silent protagonist.
Darius says shove it up your ass, but without venom. Just friendly, in a friendly way, believe it or not. He's capable of that.
Wow.
And he's gonna toss a food ration at him.
I already ate. You better eat yourself.
We have 50 of these. Might as well keep it.
Me and Geisha should get rid of one of my rations now, because we're actually using those now.
So hearing about Hoot, Alicia just gonna give a very quick but almost like knowing look to Darius as if to go, yeah, I also know what to him. Just a bit of knowing about the mimic stuff. But also gonna just glance quite quickly. Before just going, well, like I said, even though Hoot's not here, I'll give this to him when he gets back. And each of the little wrapped things, she's gonna hand one to everyone. Just go, at least I can do to, I don't know, say thanks. And each of the little wrap things, yes, I totally got this idea from Bird from Silence, but in each of the little wrap things, there's a chocolate bar.
Each one is worth 10 gold pieces.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is like good. This is good chocolate.
Brooke kind of looks up at Elena surprised, especially for what happened earlier today. And she smiles and she says, Thank you. Thank you, Elena.
You know what?
What
I'm
is
going.
it?
I'm going to try and do sleight of hand,
What?
like just a slight little magic trick. Like she's going to open up her chocolate and stuff, and then quickly swipe it into her mouth before anyone else.
Also,
Wait, what? Why?
Just to cheer people up.
Impulse.
Also, what did Daria say?
What is it?
She was just give it like a smile and just go, well, just open it up.
He opens it up, but doesn't look any less confused.
Eat the chocolate bar, you dunce.
So Bowie managed to eat the wrapper as well.
Oh no.
Did you roll that?
He rolled a 7.
Oh.
Eats the wrapper. We're like, Bowie, no!
Oh, you let me when I make Hoot do something. That's stupid. No, that's funny. I see it happening.
What's wrong with paper?
Touche.
My gosh, alright, so what happened?
Well, Lisa also like pull out her own chocolate bar and just, but she's gonna look to Brooke and just go, even though Darcy he's in her way, but she's gonna look to Brooke and just go, and next time I go hunting, don't follow me without asking.
Oh, she did not need to bring that back, but okay.
Oh, she is. She's still not exactly like forgiven her. She's forgiven her, but not forgiven her at the same time.
I thought we were just gonna discuss this in private. Good lord.
Yeah, no, she's saying this out loud because just the fact that they're aware that there's something going. I mean, just the fact that Darcy's aware that something happened.
Now this is just getting petty.
What?
She's making it obvious to everyone that she doesn't like being followed without being asked, pretty much.
Brooke was just the one that did it, so she's the one that's getting called out.
Yeah, but it just is a warning to everyone. She just, like, I don't mind you being concerned about me, Brooke, but if you do decide to follow me again when I go hunting, let me know in advance before you wild shape into a spider and decide to follow me around for 2 hours.
In my defense, and I will say this again, I did not follow you around for 2 hours. I was looking for you for 2 hours, and then I eventually found you at the worst possible moment.
Look, I'm okay with it now, but please just, don't do that again.
You're not my mom.
Surprisingly, some of us like privacy.
Yes, you're right, I am not the mom, I'm the wine aunt.
No, she's the younger sibling that wants
I
attention.
know, keep going. Sorry. I ruined the moment.
She gets like a smile and just, there's no like evil malice in her voice. She just sounds, more calm. She just goes, and some people do like privacy. I try and be around you guys as much as I can, but I like my privacy every once in a while and just my alone time.
Yeah, that's understandable. I don't know if you guys actually heard that. I'm so sorry.
We heard it.
We heard it.
Brooke's kind of going back to her mood was kind of up, and then to back being kind of like a frick again.
She's like, I'm sorry, Brooke. It threw me off. It really didn't put me in a mood I'd like to be in.
It's fine. It's not the first time. I mean, not the first time as in I've... Not with you, I mean, it's... I don't feel like talking about it, okay?
It's alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
She's gonna just bite a piece of chocolate and just kind of just go, well, when Hoot gets back, I got one ready for him just in case. Just see if he does want to eat it, but again, this is least I could just do for...
Sorry, I love how Doris is always quiet while the drama's going down.
He's just taking mental notes, ready to strike.
I don't want to snap at other people's roleplay if it doesn't involve me.
He's also trying to figure out all of her weaknesses.
It's like Batman.
Dude, I have Hunter's Mark. I considered using it on all of you guys before it's like during the ship ride, just to find out what the weaknesses.
Nice.
Or not Hunter. Goddamn it, Hunter's Sense, not Hunter's Mark.
Oh my god.
That was great. Brooke's weakness, crippling anxiety. I'm joking.
Alright, guys. Now
And alcohol.
we are going to do the end of the stream.
No!
But JT
Ew,
has to
okay.
fuck.
Did you say it, Bird?
JT does have to sleep. Everyone else has to sleep too. Fuck. What is sleep?
Guys, my birthday's tomorrow. Or for Lois, it already is tomorrow.
Yes,
Yay.
it is.
Birthday.
Yeah, no.
Happy.
Yes.
Was it?
No.
Every 15 minutes before your birthday.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Want to try and keep the stream
Chat,
going for
hope you
another
like the
15
stream
minutes to say
today.
happy birthday?
No.
Chat, hope you liked the stream. Hope you liked the drama that happened down between everybody today.
It was interesting.
I got some
And stream,
feedback
always
for
remember,
you.
if you're willing to get your hands dirty, jugular is the best place to go for. Otherwise, use a silk rope or pillow. Nice, easy, and fast.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
What?
I agree.
Just giving us tips.
Well, I'm gonna end the
See-
stream so you good nerds can say goodbye.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
Alright, say goodbye.
Last time I checked, you were the nerd, but whatever.
Erectile dysfunction.
No, the streamers are nerds.
Everybody say wieners.
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 Winners!
Dick.
No.